We are live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight at the Heathen Cantina on the Arc Season 4, Episode 3, Gattlebee's Consort. The party last week, when we ended up the show, had found out a little bit of information that Phoebe Dunsmith was actually working for the Grand Duchess Triada Regia of Alkenstar. While it sounds like a grand title, Alkenstar is actually run by 73 separate ministries that represent the various factions and groups, and they all argue amongst themselves, and she just tries to keep peace and tries to make sure that Nex, which Alkenstar is actually considered to be a part of, stay out of their affairs, and they kind of remain their own little independent city-state. But there was a...
So she's like in charge of like a collective. But there's so many of them, or no? There's that a misunderstanding?
She's more or less the figurehead for the head of Alkenstar. However, she doesn't really control a lot of party because there's all of these separate ministries that represent, the taverns, the blacksmiths, the alchemists, and down the road you go until you've got 73 people all arguing for what they want and what's best for them.
Got it.
And then, of course, there's quite a bit of what is the correct word for it, but there's quite a bit of back dealings, and the local thieves guilds, etc., dark elements have worked their way into these as well.
Not in Arkansas.
So, one of the things that Phoebe Dunsmith had talked to you guys about was to please go and get Gattlebee. Gattlebee was an alchemist who had done an experiment within Blythier College. He had a bunch of people come. He was doing a grand show to show this new chemical property that he had created, and unfortunately he blew most of the school's auditorium to bits and shreds and pieces. So you guys spent a little bit of time trying to figure out the easiest route from his house, as well as where his house was located, to get him back to the Bullet and Barrel, which under Phoebe's request, and Phoebe as well as Triada's request, so that the party wouldn't be, or not the party, but he has been getting threats, things of that nature against him. People have been trying to buy this formula that he has created as something with an explosive that packs that much powder, is something that's wanted from any guild to any evil usages as well. So you guys had gone through, figured out a route, as there wasn't a way to take the sewer this time. Damn, going under the sewers would have required you guys to hold your breath for quite a long time, as there was some pipes that connect back that are only liquid to the other half of town where you needed to go to. When would the party like to pick up Gattlebee for this? Would they like to go in the morning, the afternoon, evening?
Maybe we should play in the afternoon, but we should probably just check out the route that we want to take after getting Gattlebee, because if other people are after him, then we might be risking exposing him to ne'er-do-wells. So maybe in the morning we just kind of scout a route, and then...
That was last
Eric,
week.
you're on mute.
Oh, Eric is...
Investigators investigating the mystery of the mute button.
Yeah, totally. Why don't we... explore. We have to explore two routes. There's the route we're going to take to get there, and then one to get away, because we don't want to follow the same route.
We should have a third route too.
Last week we actually did some rolls at the end of it when you guys scouted routes. If you remember, there were some perception checks, and Key was doing some social checks. You guys had 9 proper scouting points, which had given you a set of information, as well as a set of social information that you guys had learned as well. So you guys know that Gattlebee's house has a small yard that is overgrown with bushes, has large slate stones that have a walkway up to an old dilapidated porch. He's at the end of a road. You guys also looked at the other place because one of the things that Phoebe Dunsmith had told you was that Gattlebee had made one request if you guys were going to pick him up and hide him away here at the Bullet and Barrel, and that was that he wanted to stop at the Yeast of All Brewery before he makes it back. When you guys went and looked up the Yeast of All Brewery, you found that it had been boarded up and had been foreclosed on probably a couple months ago, at least. It's covered in dust with a large padlock on the outside. And that was one of the social cues, or some of the social cues that Key had found as well to add to those two items, was that Gattlebee for a long time has been a shut-in. In his house, he rarely comes out. His expose to show off his explosives was extremely rare, to say the least, and that's why it also caught a lot of people's eyes and a lot of cues. One of the other... Yep. To go along with the Yeast of All Brewery, one of the things that Key heard a lot of people talking about was that there have been strings of foreclosures by Ambrose Muglin's bank, the same one that you guys robbed. They've been doing this for some time. They sell exorbitant mortgages to people, and then for some reason more gang activity starts occurring in that area, which causes a drop in price. People are no longer able to come into these shops. These people are no longer able to make money, and the next thing that occurs is they are foreclosed on by the bank, and they have lost everything, and Muglin now owns their building. Couple other things that you guys found out while doing this prep is that there is a place where you need to cross the Ostrati River. There's an old stone bridge that many locals call the Bottleneck Bridge. That is not foreshadowing at all. Nope, not at all. Where there's vendors and trade all throughout the night and day, and as well as at nighttime, there's usually a couple shield marshals set up there as well. So crossing Bottleneck at night probably isn't a good idea, as at least one of you is wanted by the shield marshals for not wearing their hat during the heist. Let's see, what other social, I think there were a couple other social information items. Key had also heard about a specific gang called the Powder Keg Punks. They are a group of elves that actually snort gunpowder. They enjoy explosives, and they're usually it's easy to tell these people from the Powder Keg Punks because they will actually have silvering right underneath their nose from where the gunpowder has stuck to the snot that's running out of it from snorting gunpowder. It's gross. What else?
Witness me. These kids.
Incidentally,
It's
like,
just a waste of good gunpowder.
Great imagery, though. I love it.
what do they get out of it? I mean,
there's actually the process for making black powder in Pathfinder is, or in my world at least, in my brain, it's an alchemical thing. It's not the same as what we consider gunpowder in our world. So there is a little bang for your buck that comes with it as well. But there's
safety warning for you kids out
yeah,
there.
Who
shouldn't be watching. This is for grown-ups.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
warnings you
go to
had to
fucking
click
sleep.
through before you got in here. So imagine if you took a little bit.
Why are you here?
If you took like more or less take what happens when you snort black powder, such as the Powder Keg Gang, is kind of a combination of snorting cocaine with powdered lead mixed in it. So you get a little bit of high, but you get a little bit of stupid, and then you get a little bit of crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I was just wondering if you got like +1 actions or something. Man, I'm good. I'm good.
What
I'm
was-
I'm
what
good.
did they say?
There's some
Fuck a bunch
drawbacks.
of
There's some
gunpowder.
drawbacks. Yeah, there's some drawbacks.
What did those guys say in the new Mad Max? Chrome and what?
All chrome and shiny.
Yeah,
Shiny
all
and chrome.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
shiny
right.
and chrome,
It's like
yeah.
that. I just picture it. It's just that. It's adjacent
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
So, the morning that you
Star
guys,
vibes.
the morning that you guys decide to leave to go to your friend, or go pick up, not your friend. You guys are leaving home, but you guys are going to go and pick up Gattlebee. There is a knock at the general meeting room that Phoebe had given you in the back of the barrel, or the Bullet and Barrel Saloon.
We expecting company.
It's probably Phoebe. So I'm gonna go check the door.
Going to the door, you see Phoebe is standing there. Hello, Key. I brought a friend of mine. He was around the other day when you were shopping, when you went out and bought all of those trinkets. And behind her, there is a tall, hulking human who is missing his right leg, and it has been replaced from the knee down with a peg that is strapped off at his kneecap. The name's Abla. I just came to Elkinstar not too long ago, and luckily for Phoebe, she's helped me out quite a bit. I was just coming here to pick up supplies. Decided to open a small shop for a little bit to make enough coin to get myself back to Absalom, and I lost everything to Mugland. My shop was raided almost every other week by the shield marshals, taking in items and calling them illegal. I've helped Trietta out with a few things as well, and she asked me to bring you some items that I think might be able to help you. And he pulls off of his shoulder a large sack, which contains... let me get to my parcel notes before I give you something I should.
That's mighty kind of you. We appreciate the help. You should stick with us. That's a better bit.
Sorry, Tom. You were being real. I was being silly. My apologies.
It's okay.
Unfortunately, with
I
my
mean, I don't
leg,
fool
ain't
myself
much
that
help
this is
with
Shakespeare.
that.
I know it's the Muppet Show.
Unfortunately, because of my leg, I wouldn't be much help. But I'll give you what I can to get that man back for what he did to me. I swear he's the one who set my forge to blow. And as he says that, he looks down at his leg, opens up his bag, and pulls out one net launcher. I saw you, Jemet, is it? You were eyeing these up when you were at the shop.
Shiny. Yes.
He pulls
I like to be able to put people down without killing them. You know who I'm glaring at after that.
He pulls out a
oh, no, don't.
cold iron great axe.
No, please.
A cold iron great axe that he hands over to Boar. I was able to get your iron for you from the knolls and make this for you. It should help you out if you run into any Fae.
I start like eyeballing it, like really eyeballing it.
Perfect thing for cutting the brownies, am I right?
Thanks.
Looking over at Thunder, he kind of,
and your forge,
tilts to one side and then back to the other. You carry quite a bit of bombs. Careful, you throw out your shoulder. I suggest you use one of these. And he hands you a bomb launcher, which allows you to shoot them up to 60 feet.
Oh, this is like a blessing from above. Thank you, sir.
And you, Key, is it? I believe
Scratches it off a shopping list.
I believe this will keep you safe and out of harm's way. And he hands you what is called a deployable cover. It's more or less like imagine a very quickly spring-loaded 5-foot faced umbrella that is made out of Kevlar, so bullets cannot get through it, so it gives you cover. You can take cover action to get full concealment behind it. It's only good for the space directly behind it, but it takes 10 minutes to fold it back up and get it ready to be able to launch again. So if you do that during your downtime, you can't heal also. But it also gives you a wall to hide behind in the middle of nowhere.
They could come through in a pinch.
Can they still receive healing while doing it?
They can still receive healing. They can receive healing. They just can't do another action because their 10 minutes is taken putting it back away. So I am going to toss.
Thanks, DM.
That sounds pretty awesome. Thank you, Santa.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
I mean, Abada, Abia,
Habla.
Abla.
Yeah, Abla is
that's an.
clearly
That looks like an I.
Galarian,
It's an L?
or at least
Yeah,
the
it's an L.
Baruti is, version of Santa
Ablah.
Claus.
Habla.
Cool. The net launcher's only one bulk. I was worried. Because I'm lean. I'm cutting it close on bulk.
Hey,
Oh, actually, it looks like
does your mom
looks like
know?
it looks like I wrote an L for his parcel description and I wrote an I for his picture description. So, but we're gonna stick with the L.
Little thrown up.
Yeah, we're gonna
Cool,
stick
cool.
with the L.
Oh.
I threw those items inside the parcel on the party sheet. There is a bunch of stuff on there too that you guys might want to go through there and figure out who has what, because there's a few different kits and tools that are still sitting within the party sheet.
Es habla español.
What was
I
that?
look at Abla.
You don't often get a chance to deliver puns in Spanish, so I said es habla español.
What was that, Jemmet? You had something to say.
I'd like your permission to pay Mugland back for the pound of flesh he took from you.
Hey, now you're talking, cousin.
From what I understand, that's the Alkenstar way. And I'd appreciate if it's met out properly.
With interest.
And I start looking at the axe like all staring at myself in it.
Is Mugland a half elf? Is he Fey?
No, Muglin's not a half-elf. He's a halfling. Halfling.
Oh.
I need to bring my Sirenscape back. I accidentally closed it. And we are going to get you guys to where you need to be.
Yeah, I can't carry any more stuff. Otherwise, I'll be penalized.
We bulked out.
And the afternoon comes, and the walk to Gattlebee's is not one of concern. You guys are able to get there without any issue. And before we carry on, go into Gattlebee's, do anything fun like that, I do want to go through and see what players say hi to everybody. As we skip that, we just did a recap. So, Jemmet, you're down the bottom left. How are you today, Jemmet? What are you looking forward to headed to
I'm all right.
Gattlebee's house?
Well, I'm looking forward to remaining in the background until I can drop pithy commentary that seems appropriate and well thought out, and playing like my chaotic neutral malfunctioning clock of a cleric. Somebody's going to get their bell rung if things go wrong, but I'm looking to let other people talk and observe. I fear ambushes where there aren't any. I may have become a bit paranoid.
All right. Boar, how are you doing today?
There might be a listening device in this net launcher.
I'm a lot better after I got this axe. So that's pretty nice. I'm hoping we get ambushed, if I'm being honest with anybody. But I'm glad somebody said that this guy is a friendly, because I forgot. I'm glad that was reminded to Boar. And yeah, you know, as me, Tyler, I'm ready to see what's up, right? I'm having a blast. Let's do it.
All right. And then next we have Key. How are you doing today, Key? You ready to meet Gattlebee?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I'm looking forward to finding out how I can tune into all this chaotic dwarf energy around me. And how I can put that to use.
And
Yeah,
Right.
looking forward to it.
and then after that, the Thunder. Are you ready to meet the creator of Pyro Knight?
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, the Thunder
Largest
just wants to
ounce
like
per
pick his
pound
brain
explosion.
Yeah, is it being manufactured yet? You know, how do I don't need a formula, but how do you make it? How long do we got to wait? Can I get some on the market yet?
The stories
How
that
much?
you've heard was that what he blew up half of the auditorium with was a piece that was barely the size of a pea.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
That
The
ain't
thunder remembers.
So here you guys all stand outside of Gattlebee's house. A chicken wire fence contains a small lot overgrown with weeds and bushy flowers. A small gate separates the southern end of the lot from the street, and a rusted lock hangs uselessly from the gate, serving only to keep it from swinging open in the wind. Beyond the gate, the foliage-choked yard is broken up by large stepping stones, a small shed, and a dilapidated house to the north. Let's get some dice action up here.
Let's get some.
Let's get some dice
Get
action.
some!
Come get some dice action.
Section.
And it's not that I suspect we're being led into a trap by our people. I just think that because we're in motion, chaos is going to follow us, and we might show up to what would be an ally and come across another crime scene. This time we didn't.
Oh no, I'm hoping
Not yet.
Boogans just try to fight us. That's what happens. That's what I'm hoping for.
Look at all
I'm
you
hoping
nature
something
skilled
worth
people.
1,000 experience points forces us to roll initiative.
I have crit failed the first roll of the night, and I have crit failed.
Me too.
I also
I'm gonna
have
use my
crit
hero
failed.
point.
Did we three crit? We three? What?
We all got
Use my hero
allergies.
point.
We're just
Or-
sneezing.
Yes.
You've spent quite some time camping in your life, and you are looking out over the weeds that are overgrowing his yard, and most of those shrubs are what's called sedum. It's kind of
Damn near killed me.
in like real world terms, it's like a poison ivy to a point. It comes off as a very thick pollen that sticks to your skin, and then from there, a couple days, next day you wake up, you've got hives all over your body. If you're lucky,
So
that
it's
goes away
nasty
after a
business.
day or two. If it gets worse, sometimes it turns into pus and blisters and it gets hard to move. Yeah, it's pretty nasty business. That's what most of those bushes are.
Can I just have a 17 on perception? Or a 16, rather?
A 16?
Use a assurance? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks.
So then, is there a different
Oops.
avenue into this dude's home? Or are we just gonna have to be like super careful?
There was one thing I forgot to ask. Does he know we're coming?
Yeah, he's supposed to. He's supposed to. From what?
Okay, then maybe we
Phoebe,
could just ring the
Phoebe
doorbell
told
or
you. Phoebe told
Oh,
you
we gotta-
guys that he was there, or that he was expecting you guys. Is this the mark? What would be the walking order, since we have to walk single file through the stone?
Me, since I saw the shit. But I ain't knocking on no door.
I will go last.
Because you don't want me talking to him.
Are we going east or west? Like, okay. So
think we're
up to the
zigging
right,
and
I see
zagging.
now. Okay,
You're going
that's
up here, and then here, and then here, and then
But don't touch
here,
nothing.
and up to the porch.
Because this guy is crazy.
Crazy.
I've got my heavy crossbow out, loaded if it matters.
Oh, okay. I see. Thanks, Kev.
Okay. So, as you walk up to the gate, Boar, you notice that there's a odd-looking black stone precariously perched upon the hasp of it, and reaching over, you realize that it's actually a small thunderstone. Probably set as a booby trap for anybody who could possibly go through his fence.
Oh. Well then. This Thunder, you're the Thunder, you're gonna like this character. Is there a way, like, can I just like
You can just take the stone right off.
or
Yep, you can just take the stone off.
okay. So now do I have a Thunderstone in my hand?
Yes, you do. A thunderstone, when thrown, It requires a DC 17 Fortitude save or be deafened for 1 round.
That's good.
Deafened for 1 round.
I only don't have one because I couldn't afford it.
That is cool.
And it was just laying around?
He had it like set on the.
It was a
he
trap
had it
on
set
the-
on the gate
I'll-
as a trap, so that way if somebody tried to open the gate, it would fall and try to scare people away. And
I'll give it. I'll give it to the Thunder because I know he's excited about it. I'll just give it to him. Be like, hey.
And I lean over and say to Boar, with the third one, how's he gonna walk?
He's like, oh, thank you. And he licks it. It's a good one.
Exactly.
I need my dice rolling box, so I can send more dice. Or it's a dice rolling box. It's a dice rolling box. All right.
Right. I let everybody know that hey, this shit's poisonous and it sounds like it's a super bummer. You know, Boar doesn't talk like that. Tyler talks like that. But like, you're gonna have a bad time. Right. That's probably as descriptive as it gets.
We should space out a little 5 feet between us.
Excuse me,
Just
Dungeon
saying.
/ Game Master. I did take a lesser Thunderstone and dragged it to my sheet. So if
okay.
you don't have to worry about putting it on the parcel sheet or anything.
What
the hell's that?
Okie dokie. As Boar walks
I said we should spread
forward, he
out.
steps onto the stone. He steps on the stone, and you hear it slide in place to add an explanation, to add a to add a little bit of oomph to the "we should spread out." And I am going to send a roll to some people.
And a hero point to other people?
No, but this is how we learn these things in character.
No, it's awesome.
Okay.
I love that not everybody is gonna make it to second level. Yes, I do.
We already are second level.
I mean third.
Oh,
Shit. Never mind. We made it. We made it. For first level, you wouldn't have survived that.
That should have went to everybody, not just you. Or wait, everybody but Shemet. Shemet's outside of it.
Boar can roll for all of
Look
us.
at
That's
that.
cool. I'm
I'm
alright.
role playing the wisdom of going last.
Ooh. Mm,
Shit.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry.
Nobody crit failed, so hopefully it's just hit points. Those are the most easily healed.
Wasn't there a doorbell we could ring?
We gotta get through this hellscape of a garden first.
Yes, the doorbell is up on the porch, which is up over here. When I explained the description, there was a front yard that was overgrown with bushes and flagstones that went through it. You guys are going through the flagstones
Yeah.
and finding out that he likes to set traps, unfortunately.
So far, every 10 feet.
Well, the two are connected. So, unfortunately, it looks like Key and the Thunder.
Sap.
You are covered by stink sap. The three of them in front of you, Jemet, smell like pure skunk. You can see the green slime dripping off of them. You're able to keep your stomach, Boar, as most of your sense of smell has been burned out from years in front of the fire in the forge. However,
Right.
Key and the Thunder are a little bit sickened. And we are going to...
As I was saying.
So I'm still covered in shit, but I not throwing
Not-
up. That happened the last time I got covered in shit. That's a motif.
You're being covered in
All right,
shit
I
is
like this.
just
I like this
fine.
when the character is revealing himself to me, okay? And I'm just, I am the vessel.
Shit.
Love it.
All right. Carrying on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep. I mean, now that I know that there's shit, that there's literal like stone booby traps because this man's a psychopath. Okay.
That's the one we're walking.
Right. I'm gonna maybe try to be more careful how I'm walking. I don't understand how to do that mechanically, other than tell you, the game master, that that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I will make this roll.
It's
I
just-
will continue narrating what I am doing. My hands are on my hips right now.
All right.
Hands on hips.
How exactly were you guys going to spread out? Like, are you keeping like a gap of 10
I
feet?
I suggest basically one square between us so that we zigzag, and if there's AoE, we can compartmentalize the damage taken.
I'm just looking at my skills to see if there's something I can do here to make improve my
So
Yeah,
something
pretty
like
much that.
that.
survivability. as
Yeah.
a-
That works.
I know I don't care because I have hit points.
I love this character, Tyler.
I'm glad to witness this
I'm
character.
so glad
Right.
that you're playing
Well,
a
'cause
dwarven fighter.
I'm literally just thinking of him as like a wrecking ball with a beard. And the personality that go with it.
It's perfect.
Almost like having just like a rabid dog with us. No offense, like a really nice one.
Right, but he's our crazy.
Yeah, he's our crazy.
So the sickened condition does fade. It only lasts for one round. For the little bit of time, you're just still covered in this sick, gross sap.
Are they like retching?
What was that?
Are they like retching?
They-
Are they like
they did for-
vomiting in
they-
this man's?
They did for a couple minutes.
Oh, chill, you're stepping.
No, how come it's not sending out? I hate when it does that. Where is it? There it is.
Another one. It's just like,
Just automatically.
I've been watching where you're going. Who set this one off?
All right. So Boar goes walking through.
I'm
But
like,
is-
am I just being like a bull in a china shop right now?
Well, no, you're looking, and you're highly aware as to what's going on, and all of a sudden you feel the click under your heel, and you know it's going off, and you drop to the ground, and as you drop to the ground, right behind you, a glass jar ejects up and explodes. Key is deafened for one round as one of those thunderstones went off. However, both you and him on top of your slime are now covered in permanent purple dye. So the two of you are bright purple.
Oh man.
What have we learned today?
I have learned.
Laundry.
I have just devised a new stratagem. I am not walking anywhere near this man anymore.
Thank you, Professor Plum.
This might actually be the only reason that the folks have left him alone so far, though, if they have.
They'd have to be real determined to go knock on his door.
So what is this, like session 3
For
or
sure.
session 4? Key's just like, I'm not standing near Boar anymore. He's like, I'm done. I'm done.
Front row at Gallagher's not fun, is it?
I got an idea. Why don't you walk up to the door there, boy? We'll stay right here. You tell us. You go ring the bell.
Like being at the Guar show.
He's just covered in shit, and he goes, "You might have a
Purple
point.
shit.
You might have a point." And I'll do that. I'll trigger all the booby traps.
Thunder, I say he hits two more. 2 silver, that he hits 2 more. What say
I
you?
said, no, there's at least 4 in there. I give you 3 to 5 on that.
All right, we should probably pick a... I think we got some... It wouldn't burn his garden, so not fire damage, but maybe some poison. Maybe he's just gonna go to sleep.
So, Boar, you make it up to the front steps. I'm going to keep you guys back. Right to the south of you is the entrance to a small shed. And then there's a set of steps heading up to his front porch.
I'm gonna open up the shed just to see what he has in there.
We're down out silver over here.
Hey, I don't
that's
want to go
opening
in.
up- Opening up the shed, you see multiple garden supplies, but what you do make out is a small jar that looks like it has about 3 more doses of that stink sap that you've been covered in. Which would be the same DC 17 fortitude save and sicken for 1 round on a creature if you were to apply it or hit them with it. If anybody wants to add
What if you
extra
threw the
stuff.
jar at him and hit it with all 3?
I lean out.
I'd probably
and
say it does
I,
splash to other ones around it.
Use the bomb launcher.
I
Figure that sucker
yell-
out there,
I-
man.
I peek out and I yell over. He's got more of this smelly shit. And then I go
How
up.
many? How many of those he got up there?
And, 1, and then I go, and then I turn around
Okay,
and
so I
go
thought
back
you
up and
said
start. He says 1, and then turns around and goes and knocks on the front door.
And he looks over at Shemet and says, "All right, that's 1."
Appreciate the sound checkers. Boar continues up the stairs and gets to the door. You gonna knock
I
on
knock
the door?
on it. Like aggressively too.
As you knock on the door, there is a loud bang
Pay me.
as the hole, as you
that sounds like
notice a small hole just behind the just behind one of the wood panels, and it's too late as you get peppered with wooden bullets, dealing 18 points of non-lethal damage to you.
Ooh.
But it's still 18 points of damage. Your ears are ringing as it was a little bit close. I'm going to give you one of these. Let's lower the DC on it, though.
You just walked into the wooden claymore.
This side toward salesman.
And your ears are ringing. You guys gonna go up and see how Bora's doing?
Can I?
As soon as the thunder pays me the 2 silver he owes me because I called the number of traps.
All
Is he
right.
done yet? I mean,
I wasn't sure if we were done with traps, but I think it sounds about right too.
Mm.
So yeah, I will erase 7 silver pieces from my character sheet.
He looks rough, but I think we can gamble some more later.
I get that new great axe out that I got, and I swing it at the door. I just did highs lows on whether or not I was gonna attack the door.
So you
and
smash the door.
It was high.
You smash the door open, and inside is a small one-room welcoming area. There is a table set with a placement for 4 people to sit and eat. However, it does look like this has not been used in quite some time, as there is a small covering of dust.
He's probably got the whole place booby-trapped.
Come here, cousin. Let me patch you up.
I think he might, Bor. I think he might. You're onto something.
I don't think it's just the front yard, boys.
Gattlebee, right?
You're quick to pick up on a theme. It's good to see. It's good to see.
I'm glad I knocked.
Me too.
I know.
I just got us some drinking money for later.
So what is he like? Hole up in the basement or something?
Well, there's another door just to the opposite of this. This is just
I'm
a
touching.
welcoming room. This is kind of like a mud room with a table to sit and eat and have tea with people.
I want to inspect a chair for booby traps, and then I'm sitting in one.
Looking through the room, you do not see any booby traps at all. The rest of the room appears to
I'm
be
bleeding
clean.
on his furniture.
Alright.
I'm bleeding on this man's chair.
I'm gonna move you in, let you bleed on his chair. I'm going to advance
Yes,
some of the
fucker.
party up there.
Don't forget your stink juice.
Yeah, I'm definitely want to actively investigate my surroundings, like every step I take from this point on. That's just
Okay.
a given. So if there's a roll to be had for like investigation or perception, just throw it at me.
So one thing I'm curious
My
about.
bad.
So the thunder's like peeking in through the window here into the bedroom. Does that also look equally unused?
No, the bedroom actually looks relatively clean. It
Okay.
does look like it's been used recently. There is a small candle or a small lamp that is actually still alight, so most probably somebody's home.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'm gonna be bleeding there. You probably moved to Shemet to bleed there.
We maybe treat some wounds here.
Yeah, I was hoping we had an opportunity to try that. Let me have a look at you. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's-
there's no reason
that's
why we
rough.
can't just like take 10 minutes at this point.
You don't think so?
We sprung all the traps. He's not going anywhere unless he's left out the back door or something.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. Right? Maybe.
So there's that.
Yeah. Let's just get this guy.
All right.
Well, he's supposed to be. He should know we're coming. So,
Shh,
As-
I point at the
Gattlebee
door.
or
Shh.
Brattlebee?
Gattlebee.
right?
Gattlebee.
Okay.
G-A-T-T.
If he knew we were coming, he'd
The
disarm
Thunder's-
the bullet
Thunder's
door.
gonna say something out loud, but I know you're prepping a narrative, so I'll just listen to that.
As Boar is wrapping his wounds, and you guys are discussing whether or not you knew he knew that you guys were coming from him, you hear a voice call out from the other area. All right, you're persistent ones, you know that. What in Bry's name do you want?
You.
I heard that one before.
Brother of the clock.
What was her name again?
Teresa, right? Is that what it was?
Phoebe Dunsmith's
Phoebe.
the one who sent you.
Teresa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trietta Riccia. She is the well, she's the Grand Duchess. Her name isn't. You guys are undercover working for her.
All right.
Trying to reach you. That's her name. About your
Car's extended
car's
warranty.
extended warranty.
Opening up the door, the Thunder, you notice there's reams of parchment, half-filled beakers, lip burners, pots of bubbling fluids, and countless other alchemical detritus are scattered about the work surface of this room. Shelves overflow with books. Pungent odors permeate the entire area. Amid it all, a stooped human man smokes a limp cigarette and hunches over a small bird cage, carefully filling a tray with dried pellets. A big six-legged chameleon slowly pawing around the cage, picking at the dried pellets of food. And you guys find the show in Gattlebee.
Sting?
Yeah, Sting. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Shit, I'm a
I was-
fan, dude.
Every little sting he does is magic.
Right. What can I help you with? Not, I suppose you're trying to buy the formula too. Everybody keeps showing up.
Well, how much you selling it for?
It's not for sale.
We're not here.
Phoebe
to buy the
Dunsmith
formula.
sent us.
We're not here to buy the formula. We're here to escort.
Ah, Phoebe. I remember now. Wait, shit. Was that today? Oh, I've got stuff I gotta go and get ready.
I knew he didn't know we were coming.
I'm sorry, I forgot. You seem to have done pretty well out there. You guys should be able to escort me then. You survived. A little more purple than usual, I'm assuming.
And Stinky.
Can I use the mechanical benefits of the diplomacy skill to make a good impression on this guy? He has a favorable attitude towards us.
I feel fine.
Oh, because your armor's still squeaky clean.
Yes, it's not all covered in the blood of the last person I wanted to talk to.
Oh, yeah. Again.
So yeah, during
Oh,
that-
again with the...
Again
during
with
that
the
conversation,
discomfort at murder.
we have like a short conversation. You can use that skill with him since he was talking.
All right. Well, Phoebe told me she'd be sending her best to come and help me. Just give me one moment. Let me get the rest of my stuff together from my room. and-
Too bad they called in sick.
We're here till they arrive.
Give me just a minute. Let me
Please.
go and get my stuff together in my room. And as he begins to walk away, give all of you these.
I would like to just take 16. I want to play with that for a little bit.
Are sucking tonight.
Let's see how it works out.
Might have to change the color of my dice.
Where the hell did my thing go?
I like his goggles are all sparky, like he's got television vision.
Give me one moment.
Cut of his jib, if you will.
And I also like that we all went Sting. You know, that just means it's it's Sting, right? We didn't make it up.
We better get moving before the police show. We were in synchronicity.
As he walks around the room and he begins to enter his room, you look over Thunder and you realize that the chameleon's cage is still open. Your eyes dart across the room, Gemmet, and you see the chameleon as it knocks over a bottle next to it. And there is a explosion of purple and pink cloud of smoke. Gattlebee turns around. Bolts. Slick's gotten into the growth serum again. You see that shrink potion anywhere? It should be over there on the shelves. What am I asking
Bloody
you for?
hell.
Just take care of this. I gotta go get my coat from the other room. And he walks out of the room and closes the door behind himself and leaves you guys to deal with his pet Slick.
NPC, story advancer, or threat?
We will be plugging in the perception checks that you guys made as Slick came to be for our initiatives.
Yes.
And that's where we'll be starting off at when we come back from our 10-minute break, as we have been streaming now for about 50 minutes. We've had 2 hero points. I gave one to Gemmet and I gave the other one to Key as of this point. We're going to take a quick break and we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. We appreciate you for hanging out.
See you soon.
we go. And we're going to go right into combat as we get back to it. Jemet leading us off with his high perception of 27 for this combat.
So Slick looks like a hostile lizard with 6 arms what grew big, chugging potions with gainer fuel and growth hormones. So he's over there all jacked up on the roids coming at us.
No, he's not coming at you.
lizard?
He looks just as surprised
Okay.
as you do. And when Gattlebee walked out, he actually told you to look for the shrink potion that he said is on the shelves. It didn't. This lizard looks just as surprised as you are that he's here right now.
All right. Well, this is perfect because I'm going to do something unexpected. I'm going to slide over here behind Boar.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to grab him and go, hold still. Let me put your ribs back in place. And I'm going to do some battle medicine on him.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to
Oh.
start off...
Could you send me a medicine check?
I certainly can.
And as a free
I
action,
can't
I'm going
not
to
do
say
it.
to Key and Thunder,
That's pretty good.
find it if there is one, right? Oh no.
Two crit.
So,
How didn't you roll a
Do we
1
ride
for
that
your
out, or-
initiative?
I know. I rolled
I'm no
to go
expert,
first.
but I think that needs to be on the inside.
I rolled to go first. I rolled like a 26 on my perception, but apparently I rolled to go first just so I could make your bruised ribs into compound fractures and perforate a lung. Maybe. I'm gonna spend a hero point. I can't do that to my cousin. That ain't right.
All right, we're going to try again.
Yeah.
I appreciate that,
It's
cousin.
a success though.
Right?
All right.
So it's
I'll take it.
2d8.
2d8 of healing.
It's not nothing.
So 6. You get 6 back.
All right.
And it's just yeah, I
It's 1,
think
2.
that is it 2 to battle medicine?
I'd have to double check your character sheet. I'm not sure.
I'm checking.
Honestly.
Should just be a sec.
so is like battle medicine just running up and like duct
No,
tape a
one
massive
move.
pad to his side, you know, or is it like
I mean, I slide up. That's 1. I heat battle medicine. That's 2, and
So
I
you still
raise
have
my
one more.
shield. I'm done. I raise my shield.
All right. Slick starts pounding and bounding around the room, knocking a whole bunch of stuff off of the table.
This is wacky. I'm labeling this officially wacky now. This is zany, and I'm standing for it.
Will you roll me a d6 there, please, the thunder?
could you imagine the giant lizard is just like a man in a rubber suit right now, just like thrashing around in the room?
And 2 bottles fall off and explode in a acid cloud. You're able to save the thunder, so you only take 2 points of damage from it, as you're able to get out of the way partially from the cloud as it explodes.
Duck!
The door opens, and Gattlebee walks out of his room and heads over to another small room. You still haven't subdued him. Just get it under control while I get my stuff together. And heads off into another room and closes the door behind him. Not seeming to really live in the same reality as everybody else. The Thunder, it is your turn.
Is there any clear indication of where this what produce potion is?
Yeah, it's glowing.
The elixir of smallness. Is that the one that's glowing on the bench?
No, it is not the one glowing on the bench. There is, give me 1 second. There is a specific shrinking.
Yeah, I didn't want to make assumptions that the quest item was glowing.
There is a perception check to attempt to seek it in the room.
Does a 16 work? I'm gonna try 16.
Nope, that
I'll
does
take
not
an
work.
action for perception.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
The No, that does not work. The other
So that's-
option is, if you are an alchemist, you can make a couple of you can make some crafting checks and attempt to put together
I speak
a
alchemy.
potion to shrink him as well. It is your choice whether
Oh,
you
I
want
see.
to.
Okay.
It is your choice. You continue
What's
to.
the perception check? Is that one action?
Perception check is one action, correct?
Can I take another action to do another perception check? But like actually roll the die this time?
Not on the same turn, no. Potion agreement.
Okay. Okay. And then can I attempt a quick alchemy check to whip something together? This is
Quick. There is a thing that you can attempt. Let me double check. Because quick alchemy, I'm pretty sure, is just bombs. There is you could go through the bench and attempt to put together a potion, but the putting together the potion takes a total of 3 actions to actually put together. Because quick alchemy is, I know how to make two things react violently to each other, not I know how to balance the forces.
that actually brings up a good question. So I don't know. I'm not clear on whether or not the scope of the alchemy ability for a gunslinger is limited exclusively to guns and bombs, or if things like this can also be made.
It depends on which skill you're looking at.
Probably limited.
The quick alchemy, it is somewhat limited. It doesn't automatically go up with levels as an actual alchemist does. You have to spend points to move it
It's just
up.
a dedication.
Yeah, the quick alchemy. Do you have that on your character sheet? Did you add it?
Well, I don't see it, so I think I'm just gonna skip it. But I guess I don't know the question of whether or not the Thunder can put together that potion.
Yes, you can. It's going to take 3 actions to put that potion together, and then there would be an alchemical craft, or there would be a crafting check for it. You would be able to do it.
Where do I need to be in order to do it?
Move right over to here, just to that bench, because that's where all of his chemicals, etc. are.
Maybe another action to get there? Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. So I guess we can't do... Does it matter which side of the bench I'm on?
No, you could probably move there. That would be fine.
Okay. Cool. Then I will use one action to go there.
That's 2.
Or another action. Can I start the process and then use one action on this round, and then on my next turn use 2?
Yep.
To finish it?
I'll let you do that, and we'll make the crafting
cool.
check to make sure whether or not it's a
Awesome.
success.
Thanks. I will do that, and I will advance the combat tracker.
Right. Whoops, sorry. I did
I
not mean
advance the combat tracker.
Key, it is your turn. What would you like to do, Key?
I am going to actively perceive the location of the shrinking potion.
We're seeking. Seek. Looking over the shelves, there are a bunch of different bottles that you can see of different sizes, labeled in a bunch of different languages, and you're having a hard time understanding exactly which one is the shrinking potion, especially from this distance.
Okay, second plan. Boar, throw the lizard into the shelf. It's bound to break on him.
All right.
Just kidding.
Could turn him into the Flash.
I was like, I was suddenly finding myself thinking, I'm seriously reevaluating whether or not I want to follow Key's direction.
It's the most
thought he was
comfortable thing I
smart.
can think of. I don't know.
He told us he was smart. That's not the same thing.
No, I have half
Although
a
that
plan.
would generate the most dice rolls.
Bor has half a plan for himself.
I still have 2 actions left. I'm just trying to figure out what to do here.
You could attempt to grapple to maybe slow him down.
That was my plan.
That's not my thing, man. That is not my thing.
And
You know
could
what I'm
maybe
gonna
Key
do?
come into
I'm gonna-
position
I'm
and
gonna
help with
devise a
the...
stratagem and see if that's my thing. Right?
the
It's
GM
a-
also said from this distance when he said when looking at the vials. So maybe you get closer, or that's just bait to get closer to this thing because it does some weird shit. You know, your
You know
turn.
what? I'm just
Could
gonna
probably
walk
keep
over.
your distance.
I'm gonna walk right over here.
You got long legs. You're the
And
only one
I
of
am
us that
going
can
to-
move fast. Well, now you fucked up. I'm just kidding. It's got 4 levels of soldier.
I'm just gonna use another action to seek again. Can I do that from a closer distance? I'm just gonna pretend it's not there.
You're rolling better, though.
So close. So close.
Could he get a circumstance bonus because he's cool?
I
right.
could use the hero point, but
Boar, it is your
it's only
turn.
one shot.
I'm gonna use my intimidating glare, ching, to demoralize this poor sumbitch.
I love that you put some country stank on at the end.
All right.
I don't. Okay, so
give me one
so
second. I gotta find his
I
will.
I wrote in my notes. It's against their will DC. That's all I wrote. I don't remember the specifics. Maybe I should look at the ability, Tyler.
No, you don't have to. I got it.
Okay.
Just take a look. It's in a book. You can...
It's an intimidation.
Here's an intimidation roll.
Dang. Then
You can't tell
regardless,
which way
As
his
you
eyes are
attempt-
looking, though. He's,
yeah,
a, he's
as-
a freaking chameleon. So
Yeah. As
tough
you
to make eye
attempt
contact.
to intimidate him, all of a sudden his one eye flickers off and is staring at Key, and the other one flickers off, staring at the door that Gattlebee ran into.
I'm going to.
Doing, you're gonna scare him.
I go up to here and I try to grab him because I don't want him bumping into more shit. That's again, I know what's actually gonna happen, but I'm playing him right. I'm playing him, so forgive me for making this worse, and thank you for the space to do so.
Thank you for wrestling the lizard.
Thank you for making it
Okay,
worse.
his 14.
I mean, somebody's got to.
Combat that ensues.
All right, here's your grapple check. Oh,
He'll teach you to look away.
Yeah, you got your hooks in and everything. Took his back. You got your hooks in.
Slick.
Suplex him.
Slick is now restrained. Whoops, let's take that
Not
off.
to me.
That's
I'm not
actually
restrained.
perfect. That is actually perfect because once the potion's ready.
Flat-footed and immobilized.
So
Okay.
So this is a question that I have. Is
Uh-huh.
Looking at someone in combat to
Uh-huh.
demoralize them an
Uh-huh.
action?
Yes.
Yeah, because to make an intimidation check is
Okay.
to
So
demoralize is an action.
so I moved.
Uh-huh.
I did that. I moved the 5 feet to the square, and I did that. I'm done. Right?
Uh-huh. Ding, ding, ding.
Alright,
Round
good
2. Jam it.
Turn.
Jam it.
Hi. Hi. How you
Hi.
doing? What a horrible time to be looking up something on Archives of Nethys.
I
It's
can
got
vamp
everything.
if you want.
No, man.
Okay.
I'm here to help. I healed my cousin. He's wrestling a lizard. Could be awkward, but it's not. I'm still worried about our boyo.
The first time you walked in.
All right, I'm gonna backtrack and go look for wrestling with the lizard, and I looked the other way just like that lizard, and well, here we are. I want to stop Gattlebee from escaping.
You want to stop?
They look to have this
Gattlebee?
well in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
I saw him run into the bedroom, and I know the bedroom links up over there. So
Oh,
I'm
he
gonna
he
do a
actually
little-
he did come out of before I have you move. He did come out
Oh.
of the bedroom here on his last turn, and then went back into a small room
Okay.
in this back corner over here. And
Oh, perfect.
mumbled to himself about how you guys haven't even taken care of this yet, and
Yeah, he's going
Pretty sure
nowhere.
It's only been like 6 seconds. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
right,
What's
right.
going on right now?
this is on him. His upsetness is his problem.
I'm gonna run up to that door.
Right. Like, being reminded that it's only been 6 seconds is good for character shit. 'cause,
So that's
it's been
2
like
actions.
20 minutes since we've talked about it. You know what I mean?
What would you like to do with your third action?
Wish I had one more.
Would you like to open the door?
I'm gonna open the door.
Opening the door, Gattlebee is squatting on the pot, and he looks up at you and goes, "Jesus Christ! Can't a man have any privacy?
No.
By Bri, close the door!" And he's, after your turn is him and Slick's turn, and he swings a leg out and kicks the door closed as he's sitting on the pot. Slick is
What's
going
wrong
to...
with you? You don't walk in on somebody when they're taking a dump.
I told ya!
Apparently, that's a thing I do. We all became aware of it in the past 6 seconds.
Who's gonna find it?
What?
I was gonna shoot him with a net gun if he was trying to climb out a window, for the record. But now,
It would have been better if you just kicked open the door and fired, and then just shattered them down to the toilet.
that's what I was hoping
That's why
to do.
you wanted to have.
That's why you wanted.
All right. Slick starts trying to pull himself free of Boar. Finally, he takes his tail, puts it on the ground, and does almost like a flip, landing on his back with Boar, knocking over a bunch of bottles. Let me do some stuff and things. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do
So the
this.
next chemical thing that splashes on me will counteract the stink stuff that's stuck on me.
Well, right.
Or the purple fucking dye.
The thunder critically succeeded. However,
Oh,
Boar
good. I didn't get a roll.
failed. Yeah, it auto rolled for some reason, and I don't know why it's doing it as a blind roll. I got to get into the background. Something changed between requested rolls and updates that's broken it on other people, and other people it's broken other things. So I need to figure out which settings to get those back. However, Boar, roll me a d6. Roll me a d6 to find out what this alchemical problem is. Oh, it's more acid. It's acid for Boar. Oh, look at that. Minimum damage. Minimum.
We're on a mission from the goddess.
I make some cranky noise like, "Arr," something like that. I don't know. I don't quite have it.
And it is... And he's gonna stomp away a little bit with his third action. It is now the Thunder's turn. I'm assuming you're taking your first 2 actions to complete the 3 actions for the crafting. Yep. Is that correct? I am going to send you the correct crafting checks, please.
Oh, I do have a hero point. I will use that.
Okay. And I'm actually giving you a secondary hero point because you should have got one for trying to put together a potion to shrink them.
Huh. Nobody use that one too.
I would like to remind you guys, this is early in the day and this is just his pet.
Oh man. That just got worse.
For your third action, you can curse your god if you have one.
Is it possible to like resume and take another 3 actions to prepare for another crafting check?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, then I'll use that last action to be like, swear. He's just like cursing while he's at the table.
Your measurements were just a little bit off, and when you went to put in the last bit into the elixir, it gelled up in the jar. You should have used a little bit less. Now it won't even pour out of the bottle.
Ah, damn it. So yeah, 1 more action to prep, and then I advance the combat tracker.
I did it again. Key, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to continue to investigate. Can I like power investigate with like 3 actions if I have to?
Do you have arcana or alchemy or something like that you could attempt to maybe do a recall knowledge about what this potion could possibly look like to give yourself a circumstance bonus for finding it on the shelf?
Yeah, I can. I have
Alchemy?
I am an alchemist.
All right, let's give you an alchemy roll. Or a crafting roll, actually.
Yeah. It's my methodology.
All right, you know that you should be looking for a pink bottle, if memory serves you correctly.
Okay.
I moved the DC down and everything. I can't hear you, Bor.
Just not here, man. I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I was.
It
It's
must have fallen
comical,
behind something. Yeah.
right? You know, we went to the bank. That went sideways. We come
Quickly.
here, right? Hey, again, there was no
I'm like-
plan.
At this point, I'm just rifling through things.
Yeah. Trying to
You're
find
going to turn
something.
into the Flash.
I'm going to send you one last one before we move. Or I'm assuming that's what you want to do with your third action.
Yeah.
We'll say you moved up. It's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. Or
Jump in the bonfire. Wait.
is there a gazebo someplace?
I waste it with my crossbow.
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer. I'm gonna try and grapple it again.
Or need some of those red brawler feats from like first edition.
Need some what?
Some of those brawler feats from first edition.
Oh.
Mm.
There is some, there's like a wrestler dedication.
all right, you grab him and you sweep his
just
legs
have
off the
points.
ground, and with a loud thud, you have him down on his side again.
Now I want another intimidation check.
Grab one of his eyes.
Now I need to double check his. Yep, still the same. Still the same.
God damn it. I'm spending my hero point. Fuck it. I'm spending my hero point. Fuck it.
I just imagining what's happening. Holding him down, he's like, "Look at me!"
Oh, fuck it. Fuck.
And that's a critical failure. I spent another hero point, and that's a critical failure.
It's bullshit.
Shout out to No Nat Ones.
So that was 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah, that's all of it.
you try to intimidate him, and like you can't even get him to look you in the eye, and you're feeling so defeated. And all of a sudden, it looks at
look
you,
at me!
and you see
What
its
are you doing?
tongue.
You're scaring him.
You see its tongue begin to unravel, and it shoots across the room and grabs a book, and it slams to the ground. And you're slightly intimidated by how fast that tongue moved. We're going to now go to the top of the round.
Frothing at the mouth now. I'm frothing at the mouth now.
I didn't want to know what that tongue did.
Now you know what that tongue do. That tongue grab you and do the voodoo on you do.
Damn fool's in the shitter while his lizard's out here giving us a bad time. So a net
His
gun
name
only
is
works
Slick.
on medium or...
His name is Slick. Yes, he's.
I don't want
large.
to hear about what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's giant. I'm sorry. He is listed as a
He's
giant.
what?
No, he's large. Large animal. Giant. chameleon.
Big lizard in my
Large.
backyard.
It's a giant
Can't afford
lizard.
to feed him.
Giant chameleon. Giant lizard. Named Slick.
Okay. A net gun only works on medium or smaller sized creatures, but would it be possible that I could shoot it at his head, not to try to contain him, but just to give an item bonus to my cousin who's trying to look him in the eye?
Sure, I'll let you shoot
No,
at him
too
and
silly?
see what you can do. No, I'll let you shoot at him and see what you can do, and give him a circumstance bonus to do that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Sure, yeah.
You may fire
This
when
guy's
ready,
same.
sir. Yep, it should
I mean,
be
he's
the
probably
same as
already
your
mad at me.
standard shoot, or your standard, whatever your
Yeah, I
standard
figured.
gun is.
Yeah, I'll just shoot him with the crossbow, essentially. Ooh, does a 12 hit?
No, unfortunately, it does not.
Yeah. So I just clogged up an overhanging lamp with my net. Ha! Take that.
And it takes a minute to properly fold that thing up and reload it. So
I know. Next round I'll be mixing up a potion my damn self, and I'm done.
all right, Slick. Swings out a tail at you, Jemet, since you shot at him, bludgeoning you for 3 points and sending you prone, knocking you to the ground. He is going to attempt to get out of Senor Boar's grasp, which he fails.
Damn. Blizzard's hardcore.
He can't move because he's still held, so he can't set anything off. We come back to the Thunder's room. Right before the Thunder's turn, Gattlebee comes out of his room and points over into that corner and yells, "The potion's right over there! Just go grab it!" The Thunder, are you going to finish your last 2 actions to try to craft one, or are you going to try to run over and grab where he's pointing? You'll still have to look at it when you get over there. It'll just be a lower DC than what it was.
I think I have enough movement to get right there, so I will certainly do that.
Am I sending you a perception check, or are you taking a perception check at a number?
Actually, if you could send it to me, that'd be cool. Thanks for asking.
Oh, wait. No, I clicked. Ignore that one. That was me. Ha! You have found the shrinking potion that is needed for shrinking
So
Slick.
that's 2 actions.
1, 2, correct.
Can I grab the potion and toss it to Boar, or attempt to, like,
Yeah, I'll let you toss it to Boar.
Okay, cool. As long as he's in a, I mean, if he's obviously like using all of his limbs in order to control Slick.
Nope, he
Oh,
snatches it out of the air. You go to throw it, and as soon as it gets within his catch radius, he's already got it held to his chest.
Perfect. Love it. Now I will advance the combat tracker. Oh,
The-
damn it. I am no longer advancing the combat tracker.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
I've
leaving
got-
the motherfucker close.
That's fine. I've gotten used to doing it for most of the party. Now I just do it as soon as we count up and verify that it's been 3. I click it for people. So it's not just you, Boar. There's lots of people who don't do it. Key's talking, but we can't hear him. He's got to unmute himself first.
I don't even unmute my mic. What?
Devise a theorem.
Right?
Are you just gonna hold your action so that way Boar can shove it down its throat?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything I can use to like scrub purple off my flesh.
I am going to give you one of these. All right. You do find a slightly caustic acid which will take the purple off of your flesh. However, you will be red and have blotchy skin for at least a day afterwards, as it is somewhat caustic. But it'll take the purple off, no problem.
I'll hold on to the acid for now. I might use it at some point.
And then on Boar's turn, he slaps the potion into Slick's mouth. And Slick shrinks down to normal size.
And then I would like an intimidation roll.
You're gonna tough talk it now.
Please.
Can he get a circumstance bonus because he's bigger?
I love it.
Oh my god, this
Can he roll
Oh,
above a
it's-
6?
And
It's hard without eye contact.
Gattlebee comes over, picks up Slick and puts him on his shoulder. Thank y'all. You guys are going to work out well. I'm sure we'll be fine getting to the bullet and barrel. Here, I appreciate you not killing him. And he pulls out he starts pulling down potions off of the shelf, setting them out in front of you guys.
Did you wash your hands?
Awesome.
There are 5.
Quit being so prude.
You can tell because they're all purple.
He doesn't answer you, but as you ask that question, you remember that there was no wash basin in there. He does give you 5 antidotes of lesser, 1 cognitive mutagen moderate, a elixir of life minor, a tanglefoot bag lesser, and 2 moderate thunderstones that have all been dropped into.
I'm gonna. I grab the Tanglefoot bag and then go
There's
to retrieve
3
my net
Tanglefoot
and wonder
bags.
if I could.
There's 3 Tanglefoot bags.
Okay, I just
What?
take one.
What is a Tanglefoot bag?
It's a
Sir,
bag
Dan.
of glue that immediately. Oh, sorry.
There's
I
one
want
less Tanglefoot bag.
A Tanglefoot bag.
Motherfucker.
Here, let's just do
Sorry.
this. That's okay. We're not
Sharing is
children
caring.
friendly. There we go.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget we're streaming.
There is a
Cool.
Tanglefoot bag.
Cool.
Glue trap.
What is a cognitive mutagen? Let's take a look at that.
That sounded like smart drugs back in the 90s.
TCRI. I knew it.
I want the cognitive mutagen.
Oh, your mind becomes clear and cognition flows freely.
That doesn't sound so bad.
No, you
But
item bonus to
physical
Arcana,
matters
crafting,
in
lore,
general.
occultism, and society checks. You take a -2 penalty to weapon and unarmed attack rolls. So that sounds like a key thing, maybe.
Yeah. Mutagens like have drawbacks. They're cool, but they have drawbacks.
This guy doesn't want to make like a pact with a demon like your normal characters do, Eric, or is it too early yet in this campaign for something like that?
I'm thinking maybe he becomes the demon. That might-
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more punk, so, drug use first.
Drug use first. It's a spiral. into
Demons
madness.
later.
Yeah.
Personal ones, in other words.
Personal demons first.
You
Gotcha.
gotta prioritize. Yeah.
There's only so much time you can devote to demon slaying.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm just humoring myself now. Thanks for listening.
There are a couple thunderstones out there that are just begging to be used by you guys.
What
I'm-
thunderstones?
I'm taking one.
They're in the party sheet.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to grab
Good
them.
little
I was
haul.
waiting for them to sit there for a little bit before I grabbed them over.
I mean,
I was like,
if
nope,
you-
don't take them
You know
right
you
away,
want
Kev.
'em. You got the
I know I
bomb
do.
thrower, you got the
Oh,
thunderstones.
you didn't hear my exercise of restraint. I was restraining myself until your comment, and then I'm like, all right, it's on now.
You
I
are
mean,
our
you can have them.
Artillery unit. So you need artillery.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
fine with
guys.
you having them. I'm fine with you having them because it fits your
Can you
Idiom
launch
set?
them? Can you
yes,
launch?
idiom.
Can you launch them in the?
We're
The
gonna
bomb
find
launcher?
out. We're gonna find out, aren't we?
I don't think they're bombs, so I don't think they need to be. Oh, they all know they are bombs. Okay, yes, I can launch them in the
We
launcher.
got something new loading
Okay.
in here.
Can I launch them in the net launcher?
Yeah, it's
If we
gonna.
ever needed to lay down 2 at the same round.
I am at 10.8 bulk. I have 0.2 left.
I have a bag
Yeah,
of holding, y'all.
Oh, I'm at 13.6 bulk. I have 14.
I don't want to talk about my bulk.
Oh yeah, you of course not. Now you've seen his, you know you've seen mine.
Everybody's seen yours. We can see yours from 6 squares away.
With like a total bulk of 6.2 of 10. So funny.
Hey, thanks
I-
for letting me just kind of like tease you, like be my cousin, and I'm teasing you, Tom.
Oh, yeah,
I,
for real.
I appreciate it.
I was gonna say, but I shaved, so it looks more like 6.3 bulk.
Go to bed, kids. What are you doing here? That's a callback. Okay, it's called comedy, people. Please
Stay with me.
Read a book.
Stay with me.
read a book, you plebes. I'm now accosting. I'm now verbally accosting anybody that's watching the stream right now.
And are
We'll
we
Oh, well,
gonna
watch
now
it
there's
later.
3 less people. Thanks, Tyler.
are we gonna get going or
Hemorrhaging
what?
viewers.
6 less. Oh, 5 less. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Oh, I'm
Are
sorry.
we
We
gonna
had time to
keep
take
going
a
or what?
powder while we wrestled your lizard.
Is
I
that-
mean,
Well, I didn't. If you want to,
it was mostly him. I was just
big
watching.
guy. All right, we're gonna drop you guys at the bottleneck bridge. Hopefully, you guys can see everything.
No foreshadow.
I'm
Oh, there we go.
hoping. I'm
That's
hoping
badass, dude.
that I have.
I took both those healing potions because, well, they were still on the sheet.
What is this guy, an Ugnaught?
I love the new Fantasy Ground stuff. Like seeing the WebM maps and stuff.
Yeah, I added fishies and birds and a whole bunch of commoners that just kind of stand there next to their carts. So here you guys are on the bridge, and as you guys are walking through, this is where the Thunder mentions that he had seen those odd cigars, and I'm going to give Key.
Did you say odd cigars?
Yeah.
Are you saying that they're funny cigarillos? Cigarettes?
Yeah, how funny are they?
Give me
Party
a
horns?
underworld lore roll. Key.
Oh,
Right, how wacky?
Is
Is
that
that
tobacco?
Tabaxi. Is that Tabaxi? Wait, wrong world.
Holy shit, man! Hero point.
All right, spend that hero point and make that roll. Everybody drop that Tootsie Roll.
Not odd cigars after all.
Much better.
Oh,
All right, so
Just
I'm gonna
Google
move.
it. Google it, kids.
I'm gonna move him up to here. I'm gonna let you, you guys, however you want to set yourself coming across this bridge. Don't be more than 10 feet ahead of him, and then we're going to explain some stuff and things, things and stuff.
Where's Boar? He's right there. Where are you going, Boar?
I'm gonna be right here because that's as far as my movement can go.
Oh, no way. Sorry, I'm canceling that movement. I just took a closer look at the map.
and
And there's salmon. There's fish over there. That's where I'm going.
Salmon Enchanted Evening.
I'm still eyeing that lizard because it's fucking disrespected me.
I'm gonna
Some
hang back a bit.
Some shit.
I'm gonna be buying one of these fish.
Ooh, wrong. I'm going to click on the wrong button 3 times. That's what we're going to do next.
How fresh
What
are
am
the
I-
three-eyed fish?
Oh, okay. This is where my underworld lore pays off now.
Well, yes.
Ooh, and my perception. Nice.
So, as he's talking about that cigar that he found that had that odd silver tip, you remember the stuff that you had heard about the Powder Kegs gang and their use of black powder as a drug. And you look up and you notice a powder keg punk with a flattering beret just to the northeast. And he's hiding behind that, getting ready to fire out at the party. As you turn to look back, you can see there are more powder keg punk gangers coming from the southwest and southeast, coming to close off the gap behind you. It looks like
Oh, hell no.
your quickest chance may be to fight forward and break it down an alley. I am going to verify one last thing here. It was the quickest way to do this is to go into the module, open up the Alkenstars module, go into the reference manual because they work really well now and are easy to search through. We're going to do our downtime. Oh, and I get to add a +2 bonus to all of your guys' initiative rolls for this encounter. Unfortunately, the Thunder was busy looking at fish and didn't hear Key say anything about that. That kind of explains why his is so low. But Key, because of that
the big one
circumstance
over there.
bonus of finding them, you got an additional to that. All right. You get to go first, Key, as you see that you are about to be jumped.
Okay, well, I don't like this. I am going to first look at my distance. Second, I am going to move up to here. And then can I kind of take cover? Like under the lip of the bridge here or something from these guys?
Yep. So there's one.
An evasion, something.
Well, there is take cover. You can't really take cover behind a person, but if you wanted to move up to there, you could take cover behind that table right there, and that would give you a circumstance bonus of 2 to your armor class if they shot at you.
That's exactly what I want.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Boar, there's bad guys ahead.
I'm gonna get this new great axe out. Because presumably I don't just walk around with it in my 2 hands. I think I've,
You have at least that much couth.
yeah, I'm not like an animal. You know what I mean? But so I'll draw that. I'll draw that, and then how fast do I move? I gotta find it on my sheet again.
I think
All
it's
that growling
20.
is actually Boar in the soundtrack.
I'm gonna run up to there,
Okay.
and then can I do an intimidating glare at one of these dudes? Paching!
Sure.
Why not? I mean, it hasn't worked yet, so why not?
Which one would you like to do an intimidating glare at?
I would like, with the controlling legwork. I don't like that. Come over here and make my legs work.
Too controlling.
Ching. Or, at least that's my... Hey, that's something. Cool. So I think they're demoralized. I don't know what that means, but...
Means they're frightened.
Yes, target becomes frightened.
That means they have run.
Demoralized a creature without speaking.
Yes, so he has the frightened 1 effect. So that is 2.
Nice.
Cool. And that is my turn. That's my turn.
Yeah, so frightened 1, he has a -1 to all of his ability checks going forward now. That's your turn, Boar. All right. Let's see.
And I tell him, stay behind me. Unless you can make that lizard big again.
Told you I'd only try that once.
We're in a refractory period, okay? We need a sandwich and a disco nap.
Food.
Let's see. He doesn't look like the look of you there, Boar. So he's going to throw out... Oh, he throws an alchemical bomb.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yuck.
You took 4 points of fire damage.
Kind of awesome.
The one
Can you
point of
resist one? He's supposed
the
to
one
resist.
point of splash damage kicks out, kills the commoner that is standing in front of you.
That was not me.
No, he didn't. I
Shouldn't
will.
I have... Yeah, I don't have anything like that on
Yep,
my sheet. Like,
I fixed it. It does show up on your character persistent one fire. I doubt it. I dropped it one for you, so you're good. We fixed it. And then he's going to use his quick. Because he's crazy, he's going to throw a second one at you, Boar. With his quick draw feat. Oh, he critically misses. Taking out
That's not good.
the other gentleman that was selling fish next to Key. That the poor commoner falls on the ground and stares up at you, Key, his eyes no longer moving. These guys suck. This one with a silky full beard.
Just like slaughtering pedestrians on
I'd like to... Could you get rid of my prone condition before you throw any more AoE stuff around, please?
Sure.
Lasts more than 4 hours.
Hey, don't you get advantage on reflex saves when you're through?
That's not this game.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Yep, no
I didn't want to
problem.
wait till my turn. Your turn is not promised. Tomorrow's turns are not promised.
Ooh. Okay. That one does. That's that. 10 feet. So.
It's a lot of feats.
Yeah, it's a lot of feats. So he's going to give you a target, and he is going to toss out a reflex save. Let me see if I can do it from over here instead. Let's do it from here instead, so that way you guys hopefully can actually write it. Or roll it.
I just write mine in, I get a 37.
A 37?
Yep.
Okay. You both succeed as he tosses
row?
up into the air what looks like an alchemist's fire and shoots it with his pistol. Fire rains down in a 10-foot square on you guys as well as into the water, and you see some of it floating away down the river. But you guys are able to shield yourself quickly before it lands, causing any damage. Jemmet, it is your turn, sir.
Wow. I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't have the means of targeting a whole bunch of people. I'm really just a lowly priest. So I'm gonna do what I often do. And
Doobie doobie doo.
move up
Fireball?
to here. I'm not high enough level to often do that.
One level.
And I'm
One
not
action?
that kind of cleric.
One action.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to touch my cousin
Hi.
and go knock off all the bleeding.
I'm a
And heal
cousin
him.
toucher. You're a cousin toucher.
Whoa,
Wouldn't you
pump
like
the
to be a
brakes.
No,
cousin
it's because
toucher
I need
too?
that. Whoa. Battle medicine.
No, I can't do that again for 24 hours.
Oh, of course.
So your love is like battle medicine. Battle medicine may be what you need, but whoa, shake it up. Gotta wait a whole day. All right. I'm gonna give you a D8 of the good heal.
Of the good cousin touching.
It's not like that.
It's really
nice.
not. All right. And then I'm gonna raise my shield since now you and I are the front ranks.
All right.
It's worst places to be.
Then next to you, you're right.
Wow.
Although you still stink.
I stank before.
Yeah, but you smell like you rolled around in a compost pile and shit yourself.
I only did
purple.
one of those.
So far.
He throws an alchemical fire at you, Gemmet. However, it lands on the table of fish next to you, skitters off, and falls into the water. Bloop.
Out the kippers.
Throws another one at you, Boar, with his attack penalty, and misses terribly, and now contemplates his life choices. He pulls the one just to the northwest of you, Boar, pulls out a flintlock pistols, fires. There's a loud concussive bang, and then he backs away from the current situation as he's realizing this is not going the powder keg punk's way. The thunder.
Nap.
Meanwhile, gift quest.
Oh.
Waiting for things to catch up.
You ran all the way up there?
But yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's 2 actions.
Cool. Alright.
He played some.
Okay.
He played some rugby in college with explosives, but still.
Without the shotgun.
Quick shot.
Punks.
Oh, that was so close. That's a miss.
Bummer. Stupid game.
You actually,
This game sucks when I roll shitty.
you actually do pepper him a little bit with the scatter gun, but he lifts up his trench coat that he's wearing, and it like it is possibly a bulletproof jacket. That's just story. It doesn't mean anything. It's just because you barely missed. All right. Anything else?
Gotcha. I think maybe because it's a scattergun.
Yeah. Let me double check that if that automatically does. If everybody takes one, regardless of hit or miss.
Let's look at scatter. Scatter.
Scatter to the archives.
Scatter.
On a hit.
On a hit.
It
Okay.
specifically says on a hit.
Okay. So no jazz.
All right, cool. No.
Sex and sex and
All done.
sex and sex.
All done.
All right, calm down, Board. It'll be your turn in a minute.
He's going to take his flintlock shot at old the Thunder, who came running up.
Shit.
That's a hit for the Thunder. Ooh.
Get the beef cooking.
I can use one though. It's a martial weapon. I feel like I should be able to as an investigator.
And he backs up a little bit as well. Ready to take a second shot. Hold on. Oh, no, actually, he doesn't run back. He runs up. And he's going to use a secondary. He's going to just attempt to punch you with his fist as he threw down his flintlock pistol. Oh, and he still misses you. Because that was a second attack. Key! We are back to your turn, sir. Do you have a stratagem?
So, I'm going to devise one, yes. Because I just want to check my range. I can get through this guy in one round if I need to. So let me see. Nah, I'm just going to continue to take cover and keep an eye towards the back of the aisle, back of the bridge.
Alright. Boar, at the beginning of your turn, Gattlebee pulls out a potion from his pocket and begins chugging it. Then goes 5. And goes running off down an alleyway and out of view.
Did they just let him run by, or were they?
They're all watching him. Yes, they're very interested in where he went.
Okay.
Boar. That's a hit. I think you might be muted if you're talking to us at all.
Nope, I'm being very quiet. Oh, that's not the right. I didn't mean to do that twice. Luckily that hit. My bad. My bad.
Okay, roll some damage.
Yep, my bad. I'm gonna roll this damage to it.
Oh, nice.
And you cut him in half, just like that poor soul at the bank. In one fell swoop. This new axe is balanced well.
I move up.
You did one move. You
No,
did one
I
attack.
No. Yeah. I'm going to. I want to intimidate this infected ear punk.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna.
Let me double check what his will is. And then come over here, click on this, do one of these, adjust that to his will.
Again, I don't care that it's not working. Boar thinks it's working.
Oh, it worked once. This guy over here ran away or backed off. Alright, frightened condition goes on that gentleman right there. You get a frightened, you get a frightened, you get a frightened. Alright. It's a condition.
That is my turn, Mr.
Alright.
Mr. DM.
Conditions are conditions.
You should have an action lift.
No, I moved up
Oh,
to
you
him
did
and
move?
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, you were next to me. Never mind.
Yep. Thank you though.
What does he want to do first?
Persistent fire damage. Cause I got some shit on me.
Uh-huh.
Nasty. Okay. So I'm on fire too? Dope. I look dope. Do I get a circumstance bonus for that?
Like Blackbeard?
Yeah.
Flames licking across the axe blade.
None of the blood spray extinguished any of the flames.
No, no. All right.
Purple goo
So
isn't
he throws-
accidentally, retardant.
He throws an alchemist's fire at you guys, and it shatters on the ground, but unfortunately he bought the cheap stuff, so it doesn't actually start on fire. Enough of this crap, he runs up and decides that he's going to at least attempt to do some damage to you guys before you lay waste to the rest of the powdered punk gang that is currently in front of you. And he takes a swing at you, Boar, and he misses miserably.
Sorry, son.
The one in the back throws up an alchemical bomb and shoots his gun at it. Oh. Blowing it up and setting you guys into a mist of flame. Or you don't take the 1 point of damage.
So cool.
Because you have the resistance. However, your persistent fire has now gone up to 2, as you are now covered in more flammable material. I gotta drop that persistent
freaking
on the other
terrifying.
people.
I better get a circumstance bonus for this. I'm just playing. I'm just,
You should get a hero point just for aesthetics.
right. Look at that mini that I made, and now picture that on fire, right? Like that's kind
then-
of, hey.
He starts heading in the direction of the alleyway that Gattlebee went. Jamet, it is your turn, sir.
Well, I'm gonna go here. Thunder, you don't have a melee weapon in your hand, do you? I don't know if I get a flanking bonus from you, or if
I do not have a melee weapon in my hand.
Okay. Then I will move. Draw my melee weapon. I already moved, and it's time to thwomp.
All right.
So we are going to hit him
Which one?
with our. Oh yeah, the one right in front of Boar.
Okay.
Our light hammer.
You hit him.
It's agile, so my penalty for attacking with it again is less.
Dope.
Damage first. Max damage.
Dope.
He drops to one
I'm done.
knee, stands back up. That's it? You just had the one attack? Alright.
I moved and drew the weapon. That's all 3. I'm a cleric. I'm not a fighter.
This guy takes a step back. You don't have anything that allows you to do a roll, do you?
Not yet.
Or do a reaction? Not yet. Alright.
Not yet.
And then he is going to add some targets to his list. This guy has a little bit of a crazed look in his eye as he pulls out two alchemist's fires, chucking them at the end of his run under the same attack bonus. Missing friggin' miserably because he sucks. So that was his bombing run, which did nothing. Then he's...
You must be really disappointed.
Yeah, I'm extremely disappointed. He's gonna use his third action to run over there. Because the bombing run allows him to make 2 attacks in 1 stride. So that was 2 actions and then 1 action to take another stride. As he starts heading off towards the other one. This guy with the controlling legwork, who is Uh-oh, his fear is off of him. He attempts to shoot the thunder in the back. Oh, and he's feeling good about himself with that one. And then that's one action. Yeah, no, he's not liking this situation. I don't think he's... you know what? Actually, he's going to run up so that he can get the flat-footed flank on Mr. the Thunder.
Fuck.
So let me add a flat-footed effect to Mr. the Thunder. Just for the moment. Let's get a second attack.
Check it and see. It's like a +2 bonus to your AC.
To your
-2. Oh.
Oh, and he goes to swing to hit the thunder, and the thunder like turns and spins back, and as he does, his elbow cracks the guy right on his fist, and his wrist shatters. He's like, ah! And it's your turn now, the thunder. Let me take that flat-footed off of you.
Cool. Alrighties. Oh.
Scooby Dooby Dooby. Thank you, New York State. Scooby Dooby Dooby.
You know, that one villager standing on the bridge is doing like just that Axl Rose "Sweet Child of Mine" dance, like in slow motion.
Because he doesn't know where do we go. Where do we go? Oh.
There, now he's going to do the moonwalk across the bridge. Oh, sorry.
Can he cha-cha real smooth?
What's the penalty for attacking with a ranged weapon? Like in melee.
I believe it's a -2, but let me double check. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, let's roll with a -2 for now, and I'll double check it going forward.
Okay, so that works. I've got some issues with the map. Just a second.
Some intense screams in that background track.
Too close for missiles. I'm switching the guns. Oh, they're not on the camera tracker. Never mind. No, I'm not.
Oh, here, I'll make it easy. Go for it. They're on the combat tracker.
Are you switching to targeting computer? Thunder, you've turned your computer off.
Hmm? Oh, sorry. Everything's fine. I'm all right. Oh, you know what? On second thought, I think I'm just gonna.
No, I'm sorry. There are no penalties. I'm 100.
Second thought that whole time.
I am 100. I am 100% wrong. There is no penalty in 2E for using range next to somebody I just verified.
Oh, okay. Then, is it a free action to drop a weapon?
Yes.
Okay, then I will drop, and then I will draw my pistol. There's just some delays. I have some computer things going on.
Computer things.
Yeah, I think
Bits
actually.
and bots and bytes and bops.
All right, now I think I'm situated.
Okay, so it has to, if it has the
There we go.
if it has the trait volley, then it takes a -2 as far as ranged weapons are concerned. So a longbow has the volley, so a longbow would take a -2, but guns don't have the volley trait, or at least the ones you have don't have it. If that makes any
Okay.
sense. Volley needs a distance. Unfortunately,
Does a 12 hit?
no, a 10 doesn't either.
Okay. Yeah, no. I had the -2 modifier still in
Okay.
there, so I was just double checking.
Let me double check. I don't believe a 12 does, but I will double check again. Which one was that? The one with the controlling legwork. His AC is... Nope, that's a miss. That's a hit, though.
Hey.
Was that un, deux, trois? Drop.
Un, deux,
Oh,
trois.
oh, no.
Not yet. No, that was just
Un,
Undo.
deux. Yeah, quick draw. Drop and quick draw.
Just charge.
Trois is a hit.
Cool.
Hold on one second. As you hit him and kill him, unfortunately he had...
Martyr vest goes off.
That's final insult. Personal anti-personnel clothing.
Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. He does none of the above because he's the wrong person.
Oh, that's
Forget what you saw here. Beep.
Spoilers.
Right?
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see
Temporary
here.
amnesia,
PCs.
all of us.
What?
Alright. That's all. And you kill him. Splat. Ah, she runs away. Alright. Anything else to Thunder? That was all three, correct? Un, deux, trois? Okay. Key, it is your turn. You succeeded and put out your persistent fire, however, at the end of your turn. There, the Thunder. It did your autosave for you. Key, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my my first action to devise my stratagem, of course. This guy. So my action tab.
Oh, so you're like Sherlock. You're like Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes in it right now.
Yeah. Totally.
Dope. Dope.
So then I'm going to run up and hit him.
Alright.
Think can I go over this stuff?
Can you go over? Oh, yeah, yeah,
Go
yeah.
over that stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me just one moment. I'm trying to... There we go.
Oh, and also, because I hit with the stratagem, I'm going to give Vor circumstance bonus for my shared stratagem. So, the plans you make... here, can I just share this? I'll just put it in chat. Here you go.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, the guy's flat-footed to Vor's next attack.
So I crit failed my stealth munchies check.
Unfortunately, you walked up and you cut him down. And as you cut him down in a last-ditch effort, he pulls and...
Hi guys.
drops.
I feel like we just got closer.
He did.
drops a
Okay, same
large
shade of blood on that one.
alchemist fire drops from his coat, immolating him as well as the four of you that were around him, setting you guys ablaze in his last act before he died. You have anything else up your sleeve, Jemmet?
Well, it wasn't Gemma's turn, but
Me?
Or I'm
That
sorry,
wasn't me.
Key. I'm sorry, Key. I was looking at one thing and reading another. And anything else, Key?
I walked up and I hit him. I stratagem, walked up, and I attacked. Right, so that's it.
You did not save. You are still on fire. Bor, it is your turn.
I'd like to move to there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to swipe at the silky beard. And then I am hopefully...
Try to find some paths. Not always. Oh, he is heavy.
And then I swipe at the guy with the infected ear.
Uh-huh. Oh, you missed.
Well,
That's what you get for...
um,
Oh, actually, hold on one second. That first one was at the guy with the full beard. Then you swung at the guy with the infected ear. You're using the thing, so you should actually have a +1 to that because you successfully hit, and because of the sweep of the great axe, you get a +1 to that, or it should be one less. So his AC, let's just verify that you didn't hit. Nope, you still missed. Never mind. Never mind.
okay. Okay,
It was a fun journey to Nevermind.
Well, I
Hey,
just
you
wanted
know-
to make sure with the great axe, because we haven't had to do it before. This is the first time he's been surrounded by two people when he swung the great axe, and one of them didn't die immediately.
And then I'm just gonna, third action at the beard guy again.
Actually, you already did 3 actions because you moved up and then you attacked twice.
Oh, you know what?
So
you know what?
leave-
Thank you very much.
You leave his
Yep,
luscious, sexy
Just
beard
keep
alone.
attacking, dude. Just keep attacking. We're good.
Yep.
You're still on fire, sir. So now the gentleman with his luscious beard is going to... let's see here. We're just going to do a standard gunshot. Gunshot, no sneak attack, toss. Yeah. He's going to drop it on you. He's going to drop it on you. You don't have any attack of opportunities, do you there, Bor?
Yes.
Would you like
Yes,
to attack of
I
opportunity
do.
him as he backs up and pulls out one of his alchemist's fire and gets ready to throw it up in the air? His
I
pistol
would
in his
love
hand to
to.
fire at it. And he pulls out his alchemist's fire and gets ready to throw it in the air, and your axe comes down, chopping his arm off. Add an extra lesser alchemist fire when this combat's over to somebody's treasure partial. It's now your turn, Jemmet.
You're on mute.
I know that.
Oh.
I'm gonna just move
Sure.
up and.
I didn't think you didn't.
No, I did.
No, okay.
I did as soon as you said it because I looked over and I was like, it's narrating the events of my life. I'm having a bad streak, you know. I'm like somebody who's got a good batting average, but I just can't connect with the balls. Here we go. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna connect with his balls. Yeah, that's gonna work. Light hammer time.
Oh.
That's a big old hit. And it's agile, don't you know? So I'm going to hit him again. Someday.
And you're still on fire.
Can't be arsed.
Right.
I love seeing that damage is 0. Does he even notice he's on fire?
Again, I have no idea. I don't even know how many damage I'm taking.
You're not. I'm not taking any because it's like 1 damage per round, but you resist 1 damage.
He's
So you're
got
just on
2.
fire,
Oh, he shouldn't
but
have
it's
done
not
that. Okay, that one hits. Good.
just part of your aspect.
And that is actually correct. The last time I healed you back 1, but it was because you didn't take the 1 point of splash damage. So it actually did counteract that correctly. Shemet takes 1 point of splash damage. He has 1 action left, as that was his wonderful quick bomber. Or right, is that the right one? Or no, bombing run. Lets him draw 2 bombs stride and strike with both of them. So now he rolls with that one and attempts a...
I like that his art reflects that, like splash and dash action.
A third toss with this one,
Tell me more
but
about
he
this
misses.
splash and dash action.
And then it is the Thunder's turn. Would you like to end this poor powder punk,
Maybe.
powder keg punks? Beat him.
Right.
Yeah, nobody wants to put their fire out. It's just punch, punch, punch. Nobody's worried
sent
about
you?
putting their fire
Who
out.
sat you?
Have you met us?
We don't do that here. We take
I still
damage
have
to the
hit points.
very end.
I still have hit points.
We ain't got time to bleed or duck.
But we got time to burn.
Well, it's a real simple equation. You shoot at us, we shoot at you. That's how this works.
Oh.
You gotta adjust for windage.
I'm quitting one minute. Oh, wait, no. I mean, after that comment, I gotta try again. Wait, Deej, what the hell am I listening to you for?
Oh, unfortunately, your clan pistol is now jammed and is going to take 10 minutes of cleaning to unjam it again.
Yeah. It'll take 1 minute for me, but I would feel you.
Oh, okay. Anything else, the Thunder?
No, that'll be it.
And you're still burning after all these rounds. The key, what would you like to do? We're going to end this scene and everybody's just going to keel over dead. Just like plunk, 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 plunk.
Doing all right. I'm taking persistent damage. Yeah.
Archives of Nephis in the
Everybody's
house?
taking-
What? Archives of Nephis in the house? What?
I am going to, because this guy's still alive, I am going to...
We're doing our best to try to find paths, but we're not doing great.
I feel like we summoned
turn
them by
at a
saying their name.
Yeah,
Find and pass one roll at a time. One roll
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
time.
yeah. One roll and one rule.
So I'm going to use my Bone Moth ability and make a nasty, sarcastic quip at this guy
Why?
so I can debuff him.
What are you gonna do? How exactly do you? What is a quip against a powdered keg punk? Are you gonna tell him his
It's a
mother was a
distracted
fire
condition.
extinguisher?
I
The
don't know what the quip
distracted
would be,
condition.
honestly.
You don't know?
It's the distracted condition as I try to read this thing.
Alright.
Diplomacy check against the target's will DC.
Will DC. Perfect. And his will DC is that. Let's go over here. Let's set his will DC in there. Which one did you say it was? Intimidation?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Make sure I click on you to send you the right roll.
I would rather it be intimidation, honestly.
Oh. Well,
17's okay.
it doesn't matter. He is still contemplating exactly what is going on with his life. And you said that gave him which effect was it? Distracted?
Distracted, yeah. Distracted foe with a witty quip is the short benefit.
You tell him his shoes untied.
I don't see distracted in there.
A critical success, but here, let me just
Yeah, drop it in
His
there.
napalm, his napalm is showing.
chat.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
Takes a -2 penalty to things.
Okay. A -2 to his will, etc. Okay.
His will and perception.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. So you made it easier to continue to say other things towards him, and his will has been lowered. His will DC.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna step up, and then I'm gonna intimidate him. I'm gonna try and demoralize him.
All right. And that is a intimidation check. We drop the DC. We send it over to you. Did I? Yep.
There you go.
That is a critical success. So he actually
He's seen it done a
gets,
few times.
he actually gets
Now
the
frightened
2,
two.
correct. So let's go into there and up his 1 to a 2. And thank you very much. Anything else, Key?
We'll call that a turn. We're good.
Nice turn.
All right, board.
That worked out well.
And you're still on fire.
I'm gonna move to here,
Uh-huh.
and then non-lethally.
Uh-huh. Non-lethally.
Yeah.
He's got a breakthrough. Look at you, cousin. Not murdering everybody.
Well,
That's a
you
hit.
know,
That's a
He
hit.
may know something, and if he doesn't. So
Okay.
basically, I want to get this guy down to 0, and if he doesn't tell me shit,
All right.
who sent you?
What do you mean, who sent me? Everybody wants the same thing from Gattlebee. You know what we could do with that?
Who do you work for?
Who do I work for?
Speaking of Gattlebee, we ain't got time for this. That skinny little man just buggered down the alley.
Mechanically, I'm done anyways.
Give me one moment here. There is a piece of information. There is a piece of information that I want to give you, but I need to find where it is in all of my stuff here. Uno momento,
We could
por
vamp
favor.
strangling it out of. I mean, coercing him.
No.
Absolutely.
It's
No,
interrogation.
hold on.
Enhanced interrogation.
Right.
Aggressive negotiations with a lightsaber.
Right. This is. Just wait. Yes, this is advanced negotiations with a great axe.
It's diplomacy. That's what it is.
You've heard of Shoma, haven't you? And as he says that, Key actually had heard about Shoma in some of the talks back at the Bullet and Barrel. He is a tiefling who heads up the Powder Keg Punks gang. He is not, there is no stability, there is no reason with this gentleman. It's about explosion, and it's about fire, it's about chaos. Everything that he does revolves around all of that. And as that comes together, you guys look down the alleyway where Gattlebee was running, and you see him panting for a second as his potion seems to have worn off, and then he lifts his head up and turns right and out of view. And that is where we are going to take our next break. We will be back in approximately 10 minutes. Everybody get yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable. We appreciate all of you coming and hanging out, and we will talk to you all in just a few moments. Bye. let's see. We are back. Thank you, everybody, for coming with us so far as we continue along our adventure tonight. Where did all of my sounds go? Let's change out this music real quick for something that's a little bit closer to what we need.
You raising your hand or taking an oath?
I'm raising my hand.
What's your question?
I still had an action left,
Okay.
I think, because is talking free, is asking that questions to that guy free?
Yeah,
After
go
I
ahead.
did-
You can ask him another question before he falls
Nope.
completely unconscious.
No. I'm going to use my final action to just kill him.
Oh, okay. That definitely works. That definitely
I may be
works. So
using
you-
my net launcher on my cousin.
You cut down that the last of the powder cut gang, and take
I just
off.
wanted to make sure that was dead. But I just wanted to make sure that guy was dead before we chased after
you take
Professor
off-
Sting.
Take off down the alleyway
That was brutal.
towards Gattlebee.
They're fucking trash. I mean, anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
hey man, I'm with you.
They killed innocent bystanders and we were the target. That's like I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
And
So
as
glad
you
you're all
guys
crazy.
make it to the end of the alley, you come across a very large, busy marketplace. People are pushing carts in the street. It is jam-packed elbow to elbow with people.
It's comical.
You can see Gattlebee's pepper black and or brown, gray and white hair making his way through the crowd about maybe 100 yards up ahead of you on the other side of the marketplace. To get through the marketplace, there are a couple of things that you can do. You can use acrobatics or athletics, which has a relatively high DC to weave or push your way through. You can attempt to use deception or society to gather the crowd's attention, so that you can kind of part them by hey, get out of the way, blah 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 blah. Or you can use intimidation to make them move. So there are a certain.
I think we know exactly how this is gonna go.
There's a. So first, let me bring up my old requested rolls here, and we're just going to go through the combat tracker in alphabetical order and ask you which one you want to attempt. Bor, you're the top of the round. Which of those items would you like to try? I have a feeling I already know.
I have a question.
What?
Am I still on fire?
No, your guys' fire has gone out as of this point. I am taking the
Right,
fire
because it
away
impacts
from
the
you guys. I
Emmett's
mean,
still on fire. I'm
unle-
not resist fire.
I mean, you're down.
I have to. I have to try it, right? I have to try it.
Would you
Please.
Or
like intimidation?
or
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I mean,
here's
I know,
our first check.
I know the thing that makes sense, right? The thing that makes sense is my athletics because I have a +8 on it. Okay, but this is more fun, and so I think I'm just gonna like roar effectively.
yeah, there you go.
You know, I think I'm just gonna roar effectively.
A large chunk of them cower in fear and push back, shoving each other into the stalls, trying to make way for your party as you guys begin to make your way through.
in the background of the scene is one of the wanted butchers with his blood dripping from his ass.
And his eyebrows
It's got to
are.
be worth at least a +1 circumstance.
If it's not a circumstance bonus, we are definitely giving a hero point to Bor for intimidating next to his wanted poster after cutting somebody down at the bank, at Muglin's Bank,
Great.
and forgetting to wear
wanted-
your disguise hat. All right, Key.
Oh my god, we're all gonna. Yeah.
All right. I'm
What
going
would-
to use a society to clear the next bunch.
A society. Let's send that one over.
Like,
He's
so,
off his
sorry.
bets.
It's best to stay
Sorry,
out of my
sorry.
friend's way. Or not.
Unfortunately, they are so scared of what Bor has done that they're not listening to any sensibility at this point. You know, people are screaming, crying. They can barely even hear what you're saying as they're it's the killer, run! The Thunder.
Okay.
Would you like to try any of those
Athletics.
roles
Athletics.
in athletics?
Mm-hmm. It's basically the Thunder is just looking at Gattlebee and trying to make sure that he can say where. Or there we go. Athletics.
Oh, did I not send it to you?
See it
No,
twice.
I did not. I did not send it out. But it was a 20. 20 actually was.
You sent it to me and I can't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot to click it. Okay, thank you. That makes sense. All right, so you see that they're packed and tight, so it's really hard to shove them, especially now, because on top of that, from boar scaring them, so many of them have let loose their bowels and started to urinate on the ground that it's getting a little bit slippery, so it's hard to shove your way through.
A 20 doesn't cut it. Gotcha.
No, a 20 does cut it. I said it does.
Oh,
That's
it did.
two of you have X number of things that you have to overcome.
Oh, I misunderstood the narrative. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
about that.
that's why I said they're packed. They're densely packed, but you are able to push them. But it is harder. The DC for that was a 20. I said that when you rolled it.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's my fault.
okay.
I missed it.
Gemmet.
They had soiled the environment.
So in the fiction, we are an actual shit show. Okay. Since we've struck the brown note, my options were athletics.
2 of us are purple.
Yeah, purple bees.
Some of us may be on fire.
Athletics or acrobatics, deception or society, or intimidation, or you can use some of those 12 chase points that you guys have.
Do we have to make the decision to use the chase points prior? And are they like
Yes,
guaranteed successes?
It's a guaranteed success, and you have to tell me before I send you a roll. You
All right,
kind
what I
of
would like
know
to-
your DCs right now. You know your DCs for the social skills are 16, and the physical skills are 20 in the market.
I've got a decent athletics check, but specifically what I want to do and what I'm advocating the use of one of these preparation points is
The rage
having
of the
looked.
flaming eggplants.
We should list that amongst our assets.
His name is Boar, all right?
Or the angry eggplant.
Don't call me that.
Stop being purple and on fire.
I do not like it.
Okay, cast those eyebrows elsewhere.
Yeah, your eyebrows were AOE when you started. Having looked at the city plans and seeing the elevation, I want to find a path up on a second or third story series of rooftops for this chase to try to be able to get ahead or look down on Gattlebee with the intention of intercepting him.
All right, so you guys are down
Non-lethally,
to
possibly.
you guys are down to 11 preparation points right now, as you are able to figure out that there is a small fire escape that is behind the one stall, and once you're able to get up, you're going to be able to get yourself to the end of the market before you have to come back down to ground level. And you guys have successfully finished and gotten the 3 chase points that were required to get past the busy marketplace.
Yes.
Running down the street, you guys come across the next scene, where it is the festival of the Bronze Lady. There is a festival of Bry that is currently happening. There are worshippers out there who are giving offering and lectures. There are others who are trading plans, formulas, and secrets, as well as others who are just juggling and entertaining children. To get through this
Are they juggling
festival,
children and entertaining?
No. To get through this festival, there is a religion check, which will allow you to seamlessly blend in with the rest of the group and move through it without any problem. There's acrobatics or engineering or performance if you want to join the parade to get through it quicker, as well as a society to synchronize your movements with the parade's performers. Again, we're going to need a certain number of successes to get through this. We're going to start the top of it with Boar. Boar, does any of that sound like something you want to do?
No. Not really.
Intense success.
I have no idea how Boar was probably so
Society.
it's just like nuns and who else in here?
Nuns and a bunch of
Stonewalkers.
priests that look a lot like your friend Gemmet.
Excuse me, they're called Clock Sisters and Brothers of the Wheel, and we're all wound up with the
I
religion.
know,
We got that old wound religion.
I sincerely have no idea what Boar would do. So I would like to use one of those points to like not have to make any of those rolls because I
To
have
get
like
out
a
of
plus,
having to go to church.
yeah, because I have like a +1 in all of those things, and I don't want to chance that. Not
So Boar remembers from the little bit that you guys had done that there's a small section where it goes underground to where there's a tavern and then comes back up, so you're able to skip past part of the parade after coming through. He had actually stopped there and had a couple of drinks when you guys were trying to figure out your route back. So he takes the steps down and brings you up a little bit further down on the parade.
right. Let me know when you have the plan.
Next is Key. Did any of the items I listed sound appealing to you, Key? Society?
Society. Yeah.
All right, so you're trying to get yourself kind of moving with the rest.
Moving with the flow of things.
Moving with the flow of the town.
I think what we need, maybe man, my dice suck.
Unfortunately,
Wow.
Key, you've spent a lot more time in taverns than in temples, and this society doesn't seem to match your rhythm, as they kind of are, you're going and trying to walk through and people are kneeling down in front of you and praying and, chanting, throwing up their arms. You're not used to this type of revelry.
It's awkward. I'm like bouncing off people and stuff, like trying to like go with the parade.
The thunder.
I'm gonna lean into the fact that I'm.
Oh, that's my
everyone in
favorite
this world.
sound. Acrobatics is probably going to be fine.
Alright, let's go to the thunder.
I was just thinking, though, this is a, Bree procession?
Bry, yeah.
And that's...
Bry.
Okay. Bry.
Or Bry.
Um,
yeah.
And so are there actual jugglers, or is everything, like, just uniform, right?
No,
you have
it's
100 milliseconds to travel this distance. This is exactly what you're going to do. This is exactly what you're going to do.
It is a planned out parade, but there is precision to it, and you're able to figure out, you're like, okay guys, get ready, and you guys are able to tumble between a float and the next set of marchers that were able to come up, and you break up along the side of that float, getting yourself further down the street. That is 2 successes on this portion of the chase so far. Jemet.
I look at Key disapproving and go, "No, you won't rise in the morning and ring the bells if you don't wind the clock. Wind, then rise." And I go through and I show him the
He's just
liturgy.
He's just utterly baffled.
What would you... Did you want to do religion?
Oh yeah, give me that old time
Okay.
religion.
I'm actually going to give you a circumstance bonus since you are a priest of Bry as well.
Sister Seiko, be kind. Oh, good. Good.
Oh, yes. Luckily, Jemet, you're able to, you sync up and you're like, oh yeah, I remember these moves, and you guys do the kneel and you stand up and move a couple pews forward before the rest of them, and then, oh, I know this song, so you're like, watch, and you're like, yep, and you're getting your way through the crowd. That is
Got the spirit now.
3 successful chase points so far. That is not enough to get through this one yet. Bor, it is your turn.
I'm gonna acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
Bold move.
I think I can do it.
Let me make sure my number is
I
correct.
double
for
checked
that.
my character sheet and saw the actual modifier and went, oh wait, I could probably do this.
All right, and you're able to go, no, right here, just like the thunder did, and you guys roll up alongside the next float and make it to the next alleyway that you had seen Gattlebee run down. As you make it to the next portion, you see Gattlebee again further down the road and ducking down another alleyway. And you guys begin to figure out he's making his way to the brewery. But unfortunately, in the road in front of you, a sinkhole has appeared. And there is a crew out there attempting to fix it. There are a couple of things that you can do. You can use a crafting or deception to help get the supervisor, give him help, or try to deceive him and have the crew get out of your way, so that way you're able to use their scaffolding to get to the other side. You can use athletics to actually move equipment out of your way to go there. And that's really all that they have listed for this one. Unless you guys can think of another one that would fit in this instance. But Boar finished off the last one, so we're going to start off with Key. Don't forget, you still have 10 chase points left. You are muted, Key. In the key of mute.
Muting is a free action.
I'm going to use one of those points.
Okay. So you having come down here the last time, you remember that the tea shop and the printing press are actually interconnected buildings run by the same family. So you know that if you go in through the tea shop, you can come down a little bit further down the road by coming out of the printing press. The Thunder, it is your turn.
I remember there were limited options. What do we got? Oh yeah, athletics is fine. Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah, yeah. That's...
It's a die roll. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Well, we'll take the first one because it passed.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's why I said don't worry about it, because I saw that the first one had passed already. But so you get out there and you just start hawking some of the boxes that are in your way into the sinkhole, and your guys start moving your way down the street. That is 2 successes so far in this one. Jemet, it is your turn. The crew supervisor is freaking out. We need that for repairs. What are you doing? Jemet.
Got a parade coming through. You can't have all this dust in the movement. And I'm gonna move one of the scaffolds into place. Athletics.
Athletics. It's 2 blocks over. It's not even coming this way.
I'm very strong.
And like you completely move the scaffolding into a not useful spot, but out of your way. That's not your problem anymore. We have 3 successes so far on this big portion. Boar, it is your turn.
I'm gonna grab the other one and do the same thing Jemet just did. Cause
but try to do it faster, eh, cousin?
mm-hmm.
Anything
Picking
you
up what I'm
can
putting
do.
down.
I can do faster.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that says it all. Twin
You go,
19s.
and, you go and grab the other
I'm okay
half
with that.
of the scaffolding, and you hear it screeching across the cobblestone. Tools are falling off from the top above where they were getting. Yeah, workers are holding on. One of them looks over and sees Boar standing next to a wanted poster, and there's a slow trickle that comes down from above. As you guys finish that portion of the chase and continue down the alleyway where your friend Gattlebee has run.
Oh, he and our friend no more.
Well, hey, thanks. You know what I love about this? Kev?
What do you
Is
love
that,
about
like,
this?
Well, because we tend to get a little kooky when we play, okay? And sometimes I feel like that might be taking the piss out of something that you've created that you may want us to take seriously. But this is ridiculous.
Oh, I didn't make
right?
this, so go for it.
right, exactly.
I didn't make this. This is an AP.
Exactly.
You're running it really well. This is really good.
Surpass our demilitarized zones.
And you're keeping the sense of urgency and pace.
Right.
Good. Well done.
Down at the end of the street again, you see Gattlebee as he ducks down another alleyway. However, this time, standing at either end of the street are 2 of best-known gunslingers of all of Alkenstar about to have a showdown, and you don't necessarily want to walk in between the 2 of them if they're firing at each other.
I'm just waiting for the 2 people carrying a piece of plate glass.
So, to overcome this,
like melons carrying melons across the street.
we have 9 chase points left. How many? 9. And the items for this is you can use...
They call it a 9.
You can use diplomacy or intimidation to get the gunslingers to back off and do their standoff at a more convenient time. There is stealth, where you can try to sneak your way down and hopefully not get shot. And then there's reflex saves that you can make to avoid the flying bullets. Or society, so that you can inform the gunslingers on the rules of proper showdown etiquette, which includes civilians. You can choose these items on your turn. Key, what would you like to do?
I'm going to intimidate them and just be like, just don't, and run fast.
And... just look out for this.
Their eyes are probably on board.
God damn, my dice are just killing me, man.
You need to
You've been
burn
ice
those.
cold, man.
And
You've been
ice.
ice cold.
I suggest you stay out of the way. The thunder.
I'll just stealth.
Take my fist in impotent rage.
The worst. It's the worst
Oh,
kind.
wrong
too.
person. Ignore that, please. There you go,
That's
thunder.
funny.
There's one not success.
Hero
That's a
points are-
failure.
Hero points are like candy. I just spent one. Death. What's that?
There's
Thank you.
one success at getting past the showdown as you see the thunder begin to move his way down the street and duck
don't see
behind
the
a cart. Duck behind a cart. Well, they don't notice you. Your friends know where you are. Jemmet, what would you like to do?
Can I hear those options again? Because
There's
I don't think I
diplomacy
have any of these.
or
No.
intimidation to convince them to delay their standoff. There's stealth to avoid notice. There's a reflex save where you could just attempt to matrix it and dodge the bullets as you run down the street. Or there is society, so that you can explain to them proper etiquette when people are around when you're having a duel.
Guns are drawn. Can I burn a preparation point? Because I got nothing. I got minuses. I got like a +1 in society. That's about the best I could bring to that. Yeah.
Society?
Oh, gunplay. There's another route.
Alright. You want society.
No, I want to use a prep point. I don't want any rolls.
Oh, you want a prep point?
Oh yeah.
No,
It's
Alright.
lukewarm garbage.
So you remembered from your time here that there, you know, where your friend the Thunder is hiding, there was actually there's a glass company there, and you're able to actually go over there and you start pushing out some of their stock into the street, which is causing a diversion. They can't see each other because there's all these plates of glass in between each other.
Glass?
Yeah,
Glass?
yeah. It's slightly tinted glass, so they can't see each other very well. Boar, it is your turn. As they begin to open fire and the glass shatters and explodes, and then the one goes, wait, stop, let him get the last piece through. What would you like to do, Boar?
Every great action has a needless piece of plate glass. Just has to break.
What are my options again?
Diplomacy or intimidation to convince the gunslingers to delay their standoff, a 16 or a stealth to avoid notice, a reflex save to avoid the flying bullets, or a society to inform the gunslinger the proper rules of a duel or showdown.
What is a
Turn
reflex?
What is a
It's a
reflex?
projectile.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Can I? Sure. Fuck it. I know that's got to be like dumb high, right? Give me an intimidation. I don't care. Fuck it.
An
Why not?
intimidation.
It ain't broke,
If it ain't broke, intimidate it.
right?
Stare
I
at
mean,
things.
other
They get
than
out of my way.
other than comically failing at getting the chameleon to be intimidated by me, it's been working so far. Oh, except for there.
The chameleon was practice.
Your
Dang it.
intimidation skill is only a +3?
Well, yeah, it's been fun.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Okay.
spend a hero point. I'm gonna spend a hero point because again, like Kevin said, they're like candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
+9 for all the good it did me.
Hey, that's better. Oh, come on.
Wow.
That was bullshit.
Close. So you come out there and you're like, don't shoot at me. And he goes to they're taking aim at each other. And the one guy looks over and he sees the wanted poster next to you. And for a second, he stops to think, but then he points just to the other side of you. And you look over and you see his wanted poster. And he goes for his other 6-piece with his other hand. He is not impressed. Key, it is your turn. We have 2 successes. We still have 9 points.
8.
8, not 9 points. We have 8 points. We've had 2 successes so far. What would you like to do?
Hush, full
Key?
across the crowd.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, it's your turn, Key. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm spacing out and reading stuff.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I would like to. Didn't we already go through this? I've already failed my thing for this encounter.
Yeah, it goes around a couple times to try to get past it.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna try and run through reflex because I had already said I was gonna just run between them, like just telling them not to shoot, but they paid no attention. So, give me the reflex save. See where it goes.
All right.
Oh,
And Key just starts dodging his way, going through and getting himself through. The Thunder. We have 3 successes so far and 8 points left.
Okay. Well, second verse, same as the first. I'm still just trying to keep an eye on Gattlebee and seeing where he's going. So we'll do a stealth.
All right. Let's go here. Let's go here. Here.
There it is.
All right. You're able to take the cart that you and Gemmet had made your way behind, and you begin slowly rolling it down the street, making it down to the alley where you guys duck up, run down the alley, and making it to the end, where again you look across this open expanse of street and you see Gattlebee dash down another alleyway. Unfortunately, in the middle of this street there is a large structure fire, and there are multiple people who are out there attempting to put out the fire.
Okay.
I am going to do, whoops, hold on, rearranging people here, because there we go.
Sorry.
We're going to actually let you guys right past this one. You guys have so many chase points, and this is the last part of the chase, that we're going to skip putting out the fire. You guys saved the day. People are actually cheering around you.
About time.
You guys head down the next alley. And
am I
there,
still on fire?
What was that?
You're on fire again.
Am I still on fire?
No, you're not still on fire.
The building was on fire. Perhaps you could be You could be on fire new.
Right. I'm just being silly.
You make it to the end of the next alley, and up ahead you see a small dwarven woman put something in Gattlebee's hand as he's standing out in front of the Yeast of All Bakery. He turns around, unlocks the door, and heads in, the door slamming shut behind him as the woman leaves down the street. You guys get to the Yeast of All Bakery, and what you do next we'll find out in 2 weeks, as we have been streaming for 3 hours, and that's usually our cutoff point.
Oh,
No
it's the yeast
long.
we
that
could
was,
do.
That was so ridiculous. That was great. That was
Yes,
I had a
everybody
blast.
had a good time. I appreciate everybody for coming out, hanging out with us. That actually was a lot of fun. I agree there is a little bit of cheese in there, but hey, I put cheese on all my food, so like it doesn't matter what it is. I love cheese, so that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed storytelling that out. We appreciate everybody coming out and watching us, following, giving us subscriptions when they can, whatever. It helps pay for Zoom and all of these cool little pieces of software to make this happen. And we have coming up this Wednesday, is it the last one?
So it's the finale of our Vampire the Masquerade actual play Reality Bites miniseries set in the 90s. And it's been awesome. It's been fun. And now, of course, violence is the only way out of the predicament they've woven. So it should be a really good time.
Yes. I do know that there have also been discussions of a possible Baldur's Gate 3 stream. And completely unrelated to not unrelated to RPGs. I may throw up a Diablo 4 stream at some point or another because I am thoroughly sucked in at this point. But we appreciate you all for coming and joining us here at the Heathen Cantina. Thank you again, and have a fantastic night. Goodbye.
Thanks,
now.
everybody.